Gaia Viridian. Hello, I am Gaia Viridian, your virtual roommate. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Saint. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Clinical X Goals. Hello, Gabe. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Glitchy Ghost. Welcome back to the world of streaming. Welcome to the stream. I hope I don't sound too bad right now. Every time you say gay or this guy. Aww. That's cute. Yeah. Is the BGM like really loud? Mostly I can't really hear myself over the BGM, not gonna lie. I'm glad to see you. Yeah, glad to have you back, you know. Hello, Happy Ferret 68. Welcome to the stream. We're playing some we will be playing the Winter Tower, which is an otome game. Is what you call it? Dating simulator, kinda. Yes, welcome to the stream, everyone. I hope you guys are doing a-okay. Alright, and thank you, Saint, for the gifted sub to Coulson Fox. I know they're having their 1 year anniversary, right? Dating sim, huh? Yeah, right? That's what you call like otome games, right? Otome game. Yeah, it's a kinda dating simulator. I've not played it before. I've not seen anything about it before. So this is yeah, it's gonna be like really actually like new, you know. Oh yeah, we bullied Sunny with beats and subs. That's nice, that's nice. I don't know how much of like bullying that is, but it's nice. Sounds nice, yeah. I mean, like, the art looks great, honestly. Okay, I guess we just jump right into it. Chapter 0. Prelude. Prelude. Thank you for the hit, Pat Saint. Oh damn, this is a name. Oh, I just realized you guys can't really see it. Should I just change the screen? I mean, you're gonna read it, right? Technically. Hey Gaia, feeling better today, so I'ma chill here. Hello Jumpy, welcome to the stream. I'm glad you're feeling like a little bit better today. You know, just, you know, sit back, relax, and chill, you know. Okay, I guess I can read it. I don't know what kind of voice should I put up. Oh my gosh, I can't even read that name. Ekaterina Ivanova, who have said I was a rather happy person up until yesterday. It's time to stop playing hard to get, Katie. It's quite unattractive. Correction, I would have said I was an overwhelmingly happy person up until yesterday. Quit your blabbering and get off my sight. I must finish packing. Oh, my dear Katie. Even when you act coldly, your words are music to my ears. But you know, it can't be safe for a woman to live in the middle of nowhere all alone. Won't you reconsider? But this way, I won't have to look at your revolting face. And what a relief that will be. At least in this castle, there are guards and servants. What if something or someone breaks in and tries to harm you while you're there? I haven't heard rumors that a monster lives in that area. Igor. Yes. I have no doubt the rapier I received as a birthday present from my father is more than enough to silence both you and that monster once and for all. Wouldn't you agree? You play a lot of visual novels? Not really. I've played like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, like 5 maybe in my whole life. Reading in the morning. Give me a minute. Okay. That rapier of yours seems a bit too long to be effective for self-defense. I will buy you a decorative dagger to hang in your display case instead. This weapon isn't simply for show. I received proper combat training. Oh then. Igor screeched and stepped back when I pulled the rapier out of my waistband. Coward. Ekaterina, what are you doing to your brother? Damn it. Siren stormed towards me from the end of the hallway. To be clear, Siren wasn't her real name. Rather, it was Melissa. But hear me out. Sirens were known to seduce sailors with their beautiful voices and ultimately cause shipwrecks. It was similar to how Melissa used her beauty to seduce my father and overthrow the castle from within. Put that thing away this instant. Much to my disappointment, I was forced to put away my rapier without even giving it a single thrust. We were only having a friendly chat. I told you to pack for your trip to the Winter Tower, and here you are, scheming to hurt your brother. Are you trying to disgrace our family? You have kicked me out the moment I lunged at him. You never know how many times I had to swallow the urge. And as far as being a disgrace goes, you and your son are the ones who deserve that title. Mother is correct. Besides, it's distasteful for a girl to carry around a sword. Distasteful is the perfect word to describe your perverse behavior. Imagine how disappointed your father would be if he saw you like this, Ekaterina. His wish is for you to get married and live happily ever after. Yeah, right. You can say, perhaps father simply wants me to be virtuous as the rightful heir to the Ivanov family. It's time for you to accept that Igor is the rightful heir to this family. Is that what father told you before he lost consciousness? He lost consciousness? Siren's face flushed hot when I attacked the flaw in her statement. Aren't you done packing yet? Get out of here already. Until we meet again. Would Phoenix Wright count as a visual novel? If so, it's one of the best ones ever made. I would say so, right? Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney. Is it? Would you say? Yeah, it's a visual novel. Adventure, I guess. Right? Adventure, visual novel. I turned around and focused my attention on the bag I had packed earlier. In it were changes of clothes, toiletries, a first aid kit, a pocket knife, and stationery. Other items of note that weren't in the bag included the rapier strapped to my waist and a bit of money in my pocket. Was there anything else I should bring with me, I wondered? I mean, it's better to double check, right? Good to be back though, Gaia. Mr. Strange, because of illness and work. Yeah, nice to have you back too, you know. It's always nice to see you around, Jumpy. And you know, I'm glad that, like, you know, you're feeling a little bit better, you know. Hi Gaia, I like the new sprite. Hello Divine, welcome to the stream. This is the PNG I use for December, you know. Yeah. I used the, well, I guess it didn't go through. Oh no, I just take a while to read, you know. What high sane, but like super angry. All caps, high saint. Christmas fun? Kinda. I watched a movie with my family. We watched Avatar 2, you know, the Way of the Water, was it? Yeah. Man, it's actually, I think it was pretty good, you know. I've seen a lot of people like complain about it, but I think it's okay. I think maybe we should, you know, double check, right? The options are yes there was and no there wasn't. It was time to head out. But I don't know, it's always nice to double check, triple check. Hi Mr. Cow, welcome to the stream. We're playing a romance visual novel. Yeah, I think it's fairly new. I think it was like released last month or something. IDK though. I headed to the garden with my luggage. Romanov was already waiting in the garden and greeted me with a smile. Here are the items you requested, my lady. I examined the pouch Romanov handed me, then placed it in the inner pocket of my coat. Thank you, Romanov. Please look after my father. You are the only one I can entrust this task with. Your wish is my command. Please take care of yourself, my lady. And you as well. As I approached the castle gates, I spotted Shadow, my favorite horse, trotting towards me in the distance. Let's go, Shadow. I signaled to my horse that it was time to begin our journey. She stomped her feet with confidence, then rapidly galloped down the road. The accident had occurred the morning prior. My father, who quite enjoyed horse riding, had been unconscious ever since he fell off his horse. He fell off his horse? Damn! He was fortunate enough to survive. However, his head hit the ground so hard that he still hadn't recovered. If father passed away before long, it was natural that I would succeed his title. There was no question about it, or at least there wouldn't be, if not for his second marriage. Siren and her son Igor shared no blood relation to me or my father. Whether by law or tradition, however, it was the eldest child who stood to inherit the title. Considering Igor's age, it was very possible he could be named the heir. However, I was the rightful heir by blood. To prevent further conflict, my lord father was to formally announce his successor eventually. Although he respected my right of succession, he hadn't finalized his decision, as he wished to take my future marriage into consideration. In his will, he described in great detail how the inheritance would be split. However, his decision on who would succeed his title was nowhere to be found. Of course, he was simply trying to be generous by giving me time to think everything through until I turned 18, when I would be eligible to succeed him. However, Siren and her son went berserk when they heard tell of my father's accident. She forced me to make a decision, either agree to an arranged marriage or leave the castle and have a coming-of-age ceremony. Either way, I couldn't just stand there and do nothing, so I declared that I would undergo my coming-of-age ceremony at the Winter Tower. Most coming-of-age ceremonies simply involved moving out after marriage, but our family tradition was to spend a year at the Winter Tower. Oh, that is a lot to read. No, Jumpman, thank you for redeeming care package. I drink water. What? Oh. Sit straight and stretch. Thank you, Jumpy, for redeeming care package. Gotta take care of your plants. Take care of the plant. Hey, we did a thing. Thank you for the hit, Pet Saint. Hello, AA Ron. Welcome to the stream. We're playing a romance visual novel today. Of course, no parent wanted to send their child to a foreign land for an entire year, so the tradition was gradually forgotten by the public. Nowadays, this tradition was conducted only once a year and with only one candidate. Sending Igor in my stead wasn't an option as he had undergone a different coming-of-age ceremony already. Though, even if he had the opportunity to go, he would surely opt to cry in a corner like a coward instead. Beyond that, I highly doubt that Siren, being the overprotective mother she was, could bear to send her beloved son somewhere out of her reach. In any case, it was for these reasons that I became the caretaker of the Winter Tower and was forced to leave the castle temporarily. Of course, I didn't go empty-handed. It's about time for them to realize something is wrong. I proudly gazed at the blue sapphire ring and the signet ring I wore on my fingers. The first thing I did when father became bedridden was swap these rings out with fakes and take the real one. Siren and Igor would soon realize that the rings in their possession were copies. Now, Igor had no means of claiming he was the true successor. Our MC is kind of smart. Not gonna lie. Really good. He might still assume control of the castle, but his influence would be limited. Without the family seal, he wouldn't be able to force me into an arranged marriage either. Although my father would certainly be taken aback if he heard this story, I would just say it wasn't much to ask for my birthday gift. These rings were rightfully mine in the first place after all. I'm almost there. A week had passed since I started on the road with Shadow. A forest with white birch trees stretched along the frontier, granting it the name the Silver Curtain. Finally, the Winter Tower came into view. The forest keeper I had contacted ahead of time was waiting to deliver my mission. This path will lead you to the Winter Tower. Remember, if you cross the border or leave the forest, you will fail the mission. You see the ropes hanging along the trees? Make sure not to cross them. Do you have everything you need? I'm traveling light. I rode my horse the entire way here. I'll make the most of what I have. I've been the forest keeper for years, and I'll tell you, it's rare to see someone take the traditional coming of age ceremony. I wish you best of luck, young lady. Thank you for your support. Just 1 year. If I manage to protect these rings from the thieves that were sure to come, I would win. But if they got their hands on them, I would lose. Bring it on. Do your worst. I'll make sure you pay the price on the day I turn 18. To be clear, I had never lost a bet in my life. Oh damn. This is the super, I don't know, protagonist, you know, plot armor kind of thing. How's it going? It's pretty good, I would say, right? Are you guys enjoying the story so far? Am I pronouncing everything clearly? Because I know like the subtitles, not the subtitles, the story is like kind of being covered by my overlay. I should probably change that or do something about that sooner or later. I'm too engulfed by the chill vibes, but you're speaking clearly, so I can't complain. Okay, that's good, that's good. It's like 6 a.m. right now. I can barely speak. So I'm glad that it sounds okay. The tower seemed massive even from afar. Up close, I saw the passage of time engraved into its bricks, much like an old tree that had endured Mother Nature for millennia. I looked around cautiously. The horse reins in my left hand and my rapier in my right, but all I heard was the rustle of leaves from small animals moving about. Good, there's no ambush. Shadow, wait in the forest while I take a look inside. Shadow replied with a neigh and disappeared into the rich forest. So, they say a monster lives here? Oh well. All living creatures have a heart. Nothing a stab from my rapier can't fix. I had never skipped a single training session in my life. I was determined to become Lord Ivanova. I was even confident that I would win most any battle. But of course, that was only if my opponent fought honorably. It was impossible for a single person to fight an army if they weren't a legendary hero. Monster or not, I, Ekaterina Ivanova, shall destroy anything and everything that stands in my way. I drew the rapier from my waist and stormed into the tower. I've been drifting in and out paying attention lol, but the narration is amazing. Oh, that's good, that's good. You know, it's okay. I know like you're probably watching Sun, right? It's all good, it's all good. My first obstacle was rather unexpected. It's locked. Here too. No luck with this one either. Nor this one. For some reason, not a single door on any floor would budge. It was as if they were cemented into their frame. This tower hasn't been maintained for a very long time. What's the point of keeping these keys? The keys I brought from the castle were useless. What should I do? Two options. It was too early to give up. I should search for tools to open the doors. It was impossible to open the doors. I should prepare a camp for the night. I don't know. I feel like it's always better to try a little more, right? Now I'm watching you, but I'm also gaming. Oh, gamer. Right, you're a gamer. You know, like, yeah, it's all good, it's all good. You can always put this in the background, you know, just slap this in the background and do whatever. It's all good. I hope you're having fun gaming, you know. Okay, I think Okay, it was too early to give up. I feel like, I don't know, I would probably try to, I mean, like personally, you know, I would try to like budge the door. Not in the background either, you're on monitor too. No, I mean like you're playing a game, right? You know, playing a game, you're focused on the game, you know? When I returned outside and looked around the tower, I found a small storage shed and a stable. Thank you for the hit pad, Saint. There should be an axe in there. Unfortunately, the storage shed was locked as well. There was no way to open it through ordinary means. All the doors are locked, and the only thing I can access is the stairway. This is just too much. Should I just burn this place down? The little devil on my shoulder whispered sweet nothings, tempting me to set this place ablaze and find lodging at the town nearby instead. Well, what should I do now? At this rate, I'll end up sleeping without a roof over my head. I couldn't think of a clearer solution to get myself out of this situation. As I let out a deep sigh, I spotted a brown cat playing with a small ball in the courtyard. A cat? I suddenly recalled the time Igor gave me a caged bird as a birthday present. He told me that a proper woman should behave like that bird and support her husband quietly from the shadows. It would have been a beautiful story if it had just ended with me kicking him in the crotch and freeing the bird. But the following year he gave me a kitten. His explanation was that although a bird would escape if it was set free, the cat would never run away if it were well fed. The cat was innocent in this, but it kept reminding me of that disgusting Igor, so I had Romanov take over its care. The cat was surely happier with Romanov than with me in any case. That brown cat reminds me of Igor too. As it turned out, the round thing it was playing with wasn't a ball, but a rodent hamster. It bothered me, standing by and watching the cat bully that rodent, just like Igor had done to me. I mean, what, like, it bothered you, right? So shouldn't you help it? There's two options again. How annoying, I should walk away, or I should help the hamster. Obviously we gotta help the hamster, right? I don't know, maybe it's like this is the Disney princess moment, you know. I'm playing a mobile game and watching you stream at the same time. It's all good, you know. You know, as I said, you can just slap me in the background and, you know, chill, right? Yeah, I should help the hamster. I stood up and faced the cat to save the smaller creature. The exhausted hamster couldn't run. It simply remained on the ground, trembling. Oh no, the poor thing. The cat kept tapping at its prey until it got bored, then raised its sharp claws to strike. Suddenly, the hamster sprinted at full speed to escape its doom. As if the first shot had been fired, the cat leaped forward to hunt its prey. No matter how fast the hamster was, there was no way it could escape the agile feline. It was obvious that it would be caught again, but then... What? The hamster, in its desperation to live, ran straight at me. It swiftly climbed my leg and took refuge in my pocket. Aww. The cat puffed its back and tail out in protest but dared not to attack me. If you had your fun, scram. The cat hissed a few times, then laughed when it lost interest. As I watched the cat leave, I felt the warmth of the shivering hamster in my pocket. I walked into the tower and shut the door behind me. No other animals would prey upon the hamster in here, so I placed it on my palm. It peeked at me with nervous eyes. Let's see. I should still have some leftover bread. I gave a couple of breadcrumbs to the hamster. It started stuffing its mouth the moment it realized it was safe to eat. You're okay. The cat's gone now. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Oh, his little feet. Oh. Oh my gosh. It's adorable. His little hands. His little hands. Oh. Look at that little bean. Yeah. Oh. I feel like I can't continue. I just want to look at this. I just want to stare at this frame. This little dude. Oh. Oh my gosh. I've never seen anything cuter. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh no, why can't I just remain on screen? The hamster responded as if it understood my words. I carefully put it back on the ground and began thinking to myself, I should bring Shadow inside as well. I couldn't let her stay outside in that shabby stable. She had never lived in a harsh climate before. She would surely freeze to death if left alone in the cold. It's time to decide, Ekaterina. What should I do? I couldn't give up and leave the forest yet. Going back without even trying to face this challenge would be a humiliation to last for decades. And just imagining how Igor would mock me was enraging. Judging from the fact all the doors are locked, I doubt the interior is well maintained either. There was no way to find out what had happened here, since the castle rarely exchanged correspondences with the Winter Tower's keepers. Oh my gosh. Oh no, hello Formil, welcome to the stream. Me come here to watch my comfort streamer and feel better, me sad. Me cry buckets again, oh no. What happened? Are you okay? It's okay, it's all good. Come on, pat. I mean, it's okay if you don't want to talk about it either, you know? It's all good. But I hope, you know, after this stream, you feel better. Life, I guess, breakdown most likely. Ah. Yeah. It's okay. It's normal, you know? It's normal. Life is kind of hard, you know? It's all good. Yeah. Huggies. Thanks, of course, you know. We don't have a hug comment here, unfortunately. I don't know how to make comments, honestly. You know, and life is a female dog. It be like that. It's okay. I mean, you know, just sit back, chill, you know. It's going to be okay. Maybe, probably, you know. Sometimes you just have to give it time. Or you can stare at this little dude. The cutest little thing ever. Like, look at its face. Don't you feel like life is suddenly kind of worth living? Oh my gosh. Look at that little bean, yeah. Damn. It's the cutest little dude ever, man. The hamster, which I assume had already left, made noises at me from a step away. Was Igor trying to mess with you again? I don't know how to do like squeak. Squeak. When our eyes met, the hamster started to spin in circles on the rug that covered the landing. Is there something on the rug? Or beneath it? Alright, come here. I reached out my hand. The hamster climbed up and made itself comfortable in my breast pocket. You're an intelligent one. I rolled the rug up and moved it aside. Then I saw what was hidden underneath. a hatch. Thinking about it, buildings such as this tower do generally have basements. How did I not think of that earlier? I might have returned home without any knowledge of its existence. I put the keys out once again. Not this one, nor this one either. Bingo! With a clear click, the lock was released. I slowly opened the hatch using both of my hands. Sometimes it's hard, but don't give up. Yeah, like that Japanese guy said, right? Never give up. Or is it don't give up? Never give up. You know? Never gonna give you up. I will. Your streams always help me out. They have 110% make mood better powers. I'm glad. I'm glad, like, you know, my silly little streams help. The entrance to the basement was pitch dark like still water. I dive into the darkness without the aid of an oil lamp. It won't be easy to use my rapier in this narrow tunnel. I bought a dagger with me just in case, but I regretted not having studied how to use it properly. I would have trained more if I had known I would find myself in this kind of situation. The torches hung on the walls brightened the passage as I lit them. Then, a large room at the end of the passage caught my attention. The room seemed to be used as both an emergency shelter and cellar, as it was filled with food and daily necessities. I also found an axe and a crowbar inside crates. The axe even seemed sturdy enough to use as a weapon. This should be sufficient to break open the doors. Let's head back up. Aww. Unexpectedly, the hamster stopped me when I tried to leave the basement. What's wrong? Its head popped out of my pocket and directed me towards a couple of grain sacks. It seemed hungry. I should feed it grains. It seemed to be trying to tell me something. I should take another look around. I mean, we just fed it. We fed it bread. No way it's hungry, right? So we choose the second option, I guess. It seemed to be trying to tell me something. I should take another look around. I placed the axe on the ground and moved the grain sacks to the side. A crack in the wall was revealed when I pushed the sacks and crates away. It seemed large enough for a person to crawl through. This entire room is suspicious. It's hidden, and there's even another secret passage inside. The crates must have been placed there to hide the crevice. Occasionally, a buzzing sound came from the other side of the hole. What now, Ekaterina Ivanova? It didn't take long for me to decide what to do next. Ekaterina Ivanova doesn't give up without a fight. For my own sake, I must find out what's in there. The crevice was too narrow for me to swing an axe, so I packed it in my bag and crawled along with a dagger in hand. Oh wow, it's already chapter 2. Prometheus? Romanov never told me about this. Is this an emergency escape route? There was an escape way in Castle Ivanov too, but it was nowhere near as crude as this one. The tunnel was too coarse for a human to have built it. It felt more believable to say that nature had carved this passage itself. What does that so-called monster look like, I wonder? Does it have the head of a bull and the body of a man, like a minotaur? Or perhaps it's a terrifying creature made up of all kinds of bestial features. Where would its weak spot be? Its neck? Or maybe its eyes? Ah well, no such creature could possibly exist. I must have read one too many fairy tales. I should be more concerned about assassins coming for my head. As long as these rings were on my hands, Siren and Igor had no reason to harm my father. But it was far from uncommon for suspicious death to occur during battles of succession. Bastards dying after drinking a poisoned glass of wine was merely a tired cliche. Because of that, I had educated myself on toxicology and trained my immunity against common poisons. I had planned to immediately take revenge on Siren and Igor if they ever made an attempt on my life. For better or worse, Siren never tried to poison me, in spite of her desire to make Igor the family successor. I bet she's only holding back because she can't find a suitable scapegoat. Igor stood to gain the most from my death. Thus, if I were poisoned, everyone would assume it was his doing, and father wouldn't forgive Igor so easily either. The passage grew wider as I crept through, and the buzzing sound that echoed from within the darkness grew louder. I didn't know what it came from, but I was certain that the end of the passage was close. Please don't be a ghost. The passage was no longer behind me. Now I faced a field that stretched as far as the eye could see. The first thing in particular that caught my attention was... Oh my gosh, what is it? Oh my gosh. Who is this dude? Can you imagine you crawl through a passage and the first thing you see is a dude? No, it was okay, it is a dude. A man sat on a chair made of carved stone. Who is that? The hamster jumped out of my pocket and bolted towards the man. Oh. Do they hate ghosts? I mean, ghosts are pretty scary. Especially when you're alone, you know, like it's supernatural, like what we call it, supernatural activities, you know. But yeah, it would be weird, like you crawl through a passage, okay, like, and then this dude was just there. Oh my god. Hadn't you tossed around the idea of burning this place down? You have murdered the guy a lot. Nah, he was in the basement. He was like underneath, right? He should have been safe. Like, even if the place burnt down, he could just open up the hatch, you know. Ghost souls are adorable. I mean, I guess it depends. I'll be lurking, but I won't be gone. Enjoy the stream. Thank you so much for being here, Jumpman. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for the 3 months, Bonsoir. Damn. Here's to 3 months. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for 3 months. That's crazy. It's been 3 months. It's been 3 months? Oh damn, that's crazy. But welcome to the stream and thank you so much for the resub. Thank you, thank you. But okay, thank you so much, Jumpman, for being here. You know, it's okay to just chill. You know, I'll be in the background, you know. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming. I hope to see you soon. Did you see what my friend got me on Fortnite? Is it the cow skin? Like the cow onesie? It was very cute. I saw. Otome game, yes. It's an otome game. You're right, you're right. And I think this one is like pretty new. I think it was like released last month or something. Yeah. Sorry I couldn't like I couldn't chat as much yesterday in your stream. I was busy playing Bob the Builder with my family. We were trying to assemble like an IKEA closet. And then like I have no idea how people do it. Like no way is 2 people enough to assemble a closet, okay? Then I mean technically my dad did most of the work, you know. But like just carrying the planks, okay, well, oh my gosh, so tiring. I had to like, I don't know, I didn't help that much. I only like carried planks and stuff. Yeah. So like I was like in and out a lot of people's like streams. I mean like it was like there, you know. I was like watching the stream, but like, I couldn't chat as much. Yeah, I saw the cow skin. Very cute, very cute. I'm surprised they have like a onesie, a cow onesie on Fortnite. I feel like there's pretty much like everything in Fortnite, right?
I warned you not to go outside.
Oh damn, this dude got a voice. Why? Why does he have a voice? Damn. I was not expecting that. Nice voice, nice voice.
Your family is worried about you.
Oh my gosh, like, oh, we only have to read our lines now? That's great.
Go home.
Beep. The man gently patted the hamster before turning his attention to me.
Hi.
Hello.
Who are you?
Me? I am... Damn, what, okay. It was... Two options. It wasn't a good idea to tell a complete stranger my name. I should make something up. B, he didn't seem like a threat. I should be honest. Voice? Nice voice, yes. Ghost is back, yeah. Glitchy Ghost is back to the world of streaming on this purple app. Yes. I don't know, like, what are we supposed to just be like, oh yeah ma'am, Katerina Ivanova? Or should I just like, nah, like, who is this dude? Like, and he seems like really like nicely dressed for someone who's under, like, who's in the basement. I want to see Ghost stream. It's been a long time. It has. I don't know. I feel like maybe you can't trust, you know, can't trust people that easily. I'm just a traveler passing through the area. And you?
Likewise.
Oh, this dude replies so fast. Why then, like, I feel like they should have given him, like, I don't know, a 0.5 second delay or something. The man replied rather coldly.
Cookie would like to thank you for saving his life.
Oh my god. The hamster's name is Cookie. Bro, I'm crying tears. The hamster's name is Cookie?
Yes. He is the youngest of 5.
There's 5 of them? Oh damn. What?
He is always eager to explore.
Why?
Because he is curious about the world beyond those walls. I'm sure you were the same when you were a child.
Damn. It was true. As a child, I had been fearless. I used to climb trees until my dresses were disheveled and played in the rain until I caught a cold and was subsequently grounded. I love his voice. Yeah, like, this dude has a nice voice. Damn. I couldn't have found a better name. Yeah, Cookie. Damn, cute. No matter what I did, my father never punished me harshly, however. Instead of ordering me to get a disciplined hobby, he simply told Romanov to accompany me whenever I ventured out. It was exciting to explore every corner of the castle with Romanov. He certainly is a strange one. Perhaps I should ask him a few questions. Oh, that's a lot of questions. Why are you here? Do you know my stepmother? Can you understand animals? Aren't you rather suspicious? Never mind, don't ask anything. I mean, didn't we just say we should ask him a few questions? I think the first one would be like, can you understand animals? Like, right? Like, he knows Cookie, and Cookie is a family of 5, right? So, can you understand animals? You can understand animals?
You can't?
Bro. I was not expecting that. So I noticed I'm not on my actual account. Let's pretend it is. Hello, Kiss. Kiss bit. Thank you for a first time chat, lol. Yes, welcome to the stream, Kiss. Good to have you here. Nice to see you. And yeah, man, this is obviously Kizor the third, right? Like Kizor the third. Yes. It appeared to be a genuine question. The way he just like, you can't, and like, wow, I was shook at. The majority of people, myself included, cannot.
Everyone was able to at one point.
Won't you?
The reason you cannot anymore is that you are hiding your true self.
I was not expecting that. And Gaia gonna be simping. I'm not simping. Squeeze me. Not to stroke my own ego, but on the contrary, I consider myself a rather honest person. It was also because of my personality that I sometimes got roped into pointless disputes. Though most of the time it was just with Siren and her son. Anyone else would do the same if they were forced to live with people who constantly got on their nerves.
Voicing your thoughts and feelings doesn't necessarily translate to being open. After all, you're suspicious of me, aren't you?
Oh my god. I also like this guy, I'm simping. Yeah, this dude's voice, man. Oh. Let's go in the hamana. After all, you're rather suspicious of me. Well, aren't you rather suspicious? Got turn the question back. Aren't you rather suspicious? And BRB, I'ma go to my PC. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for a follow. Kiss bed. Kisses bed? Is that how you say kisses bed, right? Yeah, take your time. Wouldn't you be suspicious if our places were reversed? You may have heard of me from Shadow, but I've only just met you. Of course I need more time to trust you.
No matter how much time passes, you'll hold on to your suspicions.
Why do you say that?
The only person you trust is yourself. Those rings on your fingers are proof of that.
I became speechless at the sharp criticism. I had no other option.
Forgive me if I doubt this honesty of yours.
Believe what you want, but I would appreciate it if we change the subject.
As you wish.
Hey, gaming, let's go. Hello, Radish. I'm playing a visual novel. Yes, a romance visual novel. Yeah, welcome to the stream. Good to see you here. Okay, I guess to ask, do you know my stepmother? How do you know my stepmother? He knows?
The forest told me about her.
Oh, okay. Can you be more specific?
The horse that brought you here talked about you. And the animals of the forest delivered that information to me.
Oh, that's why like we said like just because Shadow told you about us, you know, it's like we should have asked this like, you know, by like, why are you here, you know. Well, it's all good. Why are you here?
I'm confined here while I serve my time.
Serve your time? Did you commit a crime? But you don't look like that type of person.
You can't possibly tell such a thing from one's appearance. For example, your stepmother is beautiful on the outside, isn't she?
I immediately tense up, brimming with suspicion. Okay, yeah, we already asked everything. Technically, we should have asked this, and then this, and then this, and then this. But you know, it's all good. It's all good. Never mind. Don't ask anything. If the argument had continued, I had no doubt it would go in circles for an eternity. I should be on my way. I need to get to work now that I've found an axe.
Are you going to use it to break open the doors inside the tower?
Yes. Will that be a problem?
Not at all.
Exactly 30 minutes passed by the time I realized why the man had asked me that question. Come on! I swung the axe at the door with all my might, but it didn't leave a single scratch. How can this be? No matter how blunt the blade was, it was still a weapon. How could the door be completely unscathed? To test my theory, I returned to the forest and swung the axe at a birch tree. The results were the same. As the blade was about to hit the bark, it was like there was an invisible wall blocking its path. Almost as if the wood repelled the blade.
Are you going to use it to break open the doors inside the tower?
He already knew these doors wouldn't break, then he made a fool of me. At this rate, it would be impossible to complete my coming of age ceremony at the Winter Tower. The reason the tower had been neglected was now clear. What was the point in maintaining it if the doors didn't open in the first place? I couldn't believe something so fairy tale-like was taking place before my very eyes. There was nothing else I could do, so I returned to the basement. The man sat in the same spot he'd been in 30 minutes ago. You already knew that an axe couldn't break the doors, didn't you?
Yes.
Then why did you just let me go? Did you enjoy watching me struggle?
I didn't bother telling you because you would have tried it regardless.
It's true that I do as I like, but I'm not so stubborn as to completely disregard others' advice.
Even if I'd warned you, you would have attempted to knock the doors down regardless. Am I wrong?
Damn. Welcome back kids. Welcome back to the stream. I wouldn't have kept at it for half an hour at least. It was frustrating, but he was right. I should accept his criticism. How dare he waste my time and energy. I should teach him a lesson. What? Are we gonna beat this dude up? No, right? No way. No way. Okay, it was frustrating when he was right. I should accept his criticism. Yeah, I literally have nothing to say to him. Like, after he said that, like, he's right. So true. My hands were still sore from holding the axe for so long. Arguing seemed like a waste of time, so I accepted his criticism. Fine, I lose. You're right. So, is there any other way to open those unbreakable doors?
There is.
What is it?
Me.
Turns out he's a weapon of mass destruction or something. He assumed I didn't comprehend his reply and added an explanation.
I'm the only one who can open them, because I was the one who sealed them.
Okay, bro. This dude making us like run around, okay, like a headless chicken. This dude, oh my god. I nearly snapped the moment he revealed he was behind all of this trouble. Yeah, for real. However, I put myself together. If he told the truth, I would need his help. All of this trouble over a few doors. Well then, if you could come help me open those doors.
No.
Oh.
I must touch the doors to open them, but I cannot leave this area.
Well. I guess we got chop off his arm. We have an axe. What? You said you were the one who shut them, but you won't go near them? What kind of nonsense is this? On second thought, the man hadn't moved a single step from that one spot. Perhaps he had difficulties moving around due to an injury, similarly to my father. Recalling how I was about to force a sick person to move around made my heart uneasy. As I searched for my voice, the man shifted to reposition himself on the chair. You look fine to me. Why do you say you can't leave this place? What were you sentenced to?
That I cannot tell you.
It isn't a big deal to walk through one little passage, is it? Do you wish to watch me freeze to death in the frosty outdoors? Are you positive?
There's a town near the forest. I believe you'd be far more comfortable there. Is there any particular reason for you to stay in this tower?
There is, actually. I must complete my year-long coming-of-age ceremony here. The man remained silent for a while. Finally, he opened his mouth to respond.
Must you open them? No matter what?
Yes. He slowly stood from his chair and walked closer at an even slower pace. I hadn't noticed it from a distance, but up close, he was as pale as a ghost. It was as if he had never seen sunlight in his entire life. He spoke softly but clearly, as though reciting a prayer.
If I enter, I won't be able to lift a finger. Despite that, if you truly wish to stay at the Winter Tower, I will help you. In exchange,
He paused before continuing.
will you promise to look after me and never betray me?
Bro, we don't even know you. I don't even know his name. We don't know this dude's name. And this dude, I don't know. I feel like if we say we don't promise and then like we'll do like a whole round and then like at the end we have to promise, like Pokemon games, right? You can't decline them. You can't like reject them. You have like will you be my friend? No. Like, oh no, like will you be my friend? No. Oh no, will you be my friend? Right? Damn, well, who is this dude? You know, like, yeah, let's try don't promise. Because we don't know him, right? Then if we don't promise, we can't get into the Winter Tower. And if we can't get into the Winter Tower, we can't complete our coming of age ceremony. And if we can't complete our coming of age ceremony, we have to go back to like our father's castle and be humiliated for decades to come. We promise nothing. No. I have to go. I hope you have a fun stream. Thank you so much for being here, Glitchy Ghost. Thank you so much for dropping by. I hope you had a fun time, right? Since like you're finally back, you know. Yes, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for dropping by. And I hope to see you soon. Bye bye. Okay, I guess. Okay, but can I save? Did we just save? Oh. Okay. What if we say don't promise?
Then our negotiations break down here. You may deal with the doors by yourself.
He turned away coldly and sat back down upon his chair. I climbed out of the basement after a futile attempt at persuasion. No matter what I did, the doors never opened. I ended up camping outside. I made do with whatever food I had and a survival kit I had brought from the castle. However, they were not enough to survive the hostile chills of the winter wind. After 3 months of nothing but struggles, I had to give up on completing the ceremony and leave the forest. I was too ashamed to return to the castle after failing the challenge. For that reason, I became an aimless wanderer with no destination. If only those doors had opened. Bad ending, the homeless. We already got an ending, really? Just by not promising the dude. We got a bad ending. Oh my gosh. Luckily, oh lord, thank you for saving. Did I save at the right time though? Okay, we did. Oh my gosh, thank you, Lord. Damn, okay, I thank myself. Nice. Okay, we have no other choice. Okay, yeah, man. Like, look at I literally say if we don't promise, and like we will have to leave because we couldn't complete it, and then like we couldn't go back home because we were too ashamed because it was humid. Oh my gosh, we did it. We beat the game. Okay, guys, time to end stream. It's been 1 hour. Thank you so much for coming. I hope to see you soon. Bye bye. Is that it? Is that how we end the stream? Is this how we end the stream? Okay. Anyways, we've tried this option. It don't work. You know, it don't work. This don't work. Okay. So we have no choice. No. Thank you for the hit, Pat Saint. Now hold up. Oh my god, is it that meme? Wait a minute. We have no choice but to promise. It almost sounded like a wedding vow. I swear it. I don't know what you're so worried about, but I would become Lord Ivanova soon. Taking care of a person would be no problem whatsoever.
Then my name is Alexis Yevgenyk Strelnikov.
Oh damn, I can't even pronounce his name. Alexis Rar. Alexis Yevgenyk. I have no idea. Okay, Alexis. At least now we finally know his name. As I said earlier, I'm Ekaterina Ivanova, but you can just call me Kate.
Kate.
If you're done here, let's move on. Alex Stragnoga. No, that's so far from being his name. Bro. I'm starving after all that chopping. Wow, chapter 3 already. Elf. Who's the elf? The sun had already set by the time I led Alexis out of the basement. I stood beside him as I watched him open the doors. I was quite curious to know how he would open them since they were apparently unbreakable. Alexis paused at the first door and warned me.
As long as you are gentle and honest with them, they won't harm you.
Who do you mean? Alexis placed both of his hands on the door, ignoring my question. He mumbled to himself. After a few seconds, the door that hadn't so much as budged for me opened with a creak. I can't believe my eyes. Oh wow. Oh my god, they're like Santa's little helpers. Kind of. Oh my gosh. They're so cute. Oh. As the door opened, loud music exploded out. This was the only way I could describe it. Clapping tambourines, pounding drums, and lyrics came together to create a cacophony of noise. 4 little ones danced to the rhythm, each facing the blazing fireplace. I didn't hear anything about the other side of the door earlier. From the other side of the door earlier. The little ones became frightened when they noticed us, hurriedly dispersing and hiding behind chairs or below the table. Vasto, thank you for redeeming care package. Hello, welcome to the stream. Oh my gosh. You take care of your plants? Yeah. Okay, sit straight and stretch. Ooh. Yeah. Thank you for redeeming care package, Vasto. Hello? I'm Ekaterina Ivanova. It's Ivanova. That's Ivanova. Is Ivanova. Ivanova. The little ones parroted my name. I will be the caretaker of this tower for 1 year, starting now. How shameless. Shameless. It was abandoned. Abandoned. The little ones weren't exactly welcoming. What should I do? Okay, 1, there was nothing for me to be sorry about. I should remain aloof. Though I didn't know the reason, they seemed angry at me. I should apologize. Well, I feel like after that ass beating from Alexis, might as well, right? I didn't know the reason. They seem angry at me. I should apologize. Okay, sorry then. Sorry. I guess because like the tradition, you know, like it was a like technically like it was a tradition for like a lot of families to come to the Winter Tower, but like because you know just like they couldn't send their children away, so like it became like what do you call it, very like rare for anyone to come here anymore. So I guess sorry. I'm sorry that this place was poorly managed. You aren't being honest. Dishonest. Liar. Liar. The little ones were furious despite my apology. One by one, they scattered towards the fireplace. For fear of seeing them burn themselves, I rushed to stop them, but then the flame died out on its own. I questioned Alexis while watching the little ones walk into the unlit fireplace. Is this my fault?
Indeed.
Who are they?
The elves.
When I stared at Alexis, he cleared his throat and continued.
They don't generally live in groups in humans' homes. They simply play around in empty houses until someone moves in. This place, however, has been empty for quite a long time.
I have no idea how long this tower has been vacant. In any case, what you're saying is that they live in unoccupied houses? Then why are they criticizing me? Did they not enjoy living in this tower in the meantime?
They were offended because you introduced yourself as the caretaker. They like clean houses that are well taken care of, not dirty wrecks like this tower.
Oh damn. Regardless, now that the door was open, part of my goal had been achieved. I asked Alexis to open the other doors, but he refused.
Until you make good with the elves, I won't help you open the remaining doors.
What do you mean? You didn't mention that before.
You promised to look after me. That includes taking care of the elves who live in this tower.
His words were manipulative, but I couldn't risk losing my only chance to gain access to the rest of the tower. Alright. Since I brought you here, I will keep my word. I will settle things with them properly. Just tell me what to do. I don't know how I get them to come back out. At my request, Alexis walked over to the fireplace and knocked on a brick 3 times.
Hello, elves. Will you come out for a minute?
One elf peeped out from the fireplace. What's the matter, Alexis?
Kate would like to speak with all of you.
No, she's a liar.
Kate is my partner. Do you truly dislike her?
Alexis is good. Ivanova is bad.
She promised not to lie again.
Alexis signaled for me to step forward with a glance. I gently walked towards the fireplace. From the bottom of my heart, I apologize for what I said before. But to be completely honest with you, I still don't understand why you're so angry at me. Even if you dislike me, you only have to put up with me for 1 year, however. That's how long I must stay here. After that, I promise you will have the tower back. The elf stared at me for a while, then stretched an arm out towards me. Is he inviting me for a handshake? As I took his hand, I felt marble against my palm. The elf whispered quietly, "Please take good care of Alexis." Huh? See you next time. The elf disappeared into the chimney. What he had handed me was a candy drop. I peered at Alexis with a confused expression. He explained softly,
You may keep that. It's a gift for you as an offer of friendship.
The candy had a strong, bitter taste. Ew. Do elves enjoy deeply bitter flavors?
He pranked you.
I shouldn't yell at a child, should I? The tower's residents were certainly a challenge to get along with. For real. As I surmised, elves lived upon every floor of the tower. The ones in the pantry were having a snowball fight with Flower. The ones in the bedroom were having a pillow fight with blankets tied around their necks like capes, while feathers flew everywhere. The ones in the bathroom were splashing around in a tub full of water. The ones in the library were throwing books at one another. From bitter candy to rock-hard cookies and suspicious jellies, they gave me a wide variety of unappetizing sweets. Even so, they had gentle hearts. Each and every one of them whispered to me, "Please take good care of Alexis." Then they would hand me those bizarre snacks of theirs. What was Alexis to the elves? After all of the doors, including the storage shed, had been opened, I brought Shadow inside. "Forgive me, Shadow. I didn't mean to leave you outside all day." When she noticed Alexis standing beside me, she pressed her head against his chest. The gesture indicated she wanted a head pat. It was unusual for Shadow to do so with a person she had only just met.
Hello, Shadow. You are certainly the courageous girl I heard you were.
Alexis stroked Shadow a couple of times, then turned to me.
Shall we grab dinner?
Yes, let's. If I were to describe the tower to someone who had never seen it before, I would tell them the general structure wasn't too different from that of a castle. The main difference was that while a castle had the bedroom, kitchen, and bathrooms on the same floor, this tower had each of them on different floors due to a lack of space. Therefore, the kitchen was on the second floor, the bedroom on the third, the washroom on the fourth, the library on the fifth, and so on. The pantry, which I remembered to be in chaos, was well organized, clean, and quiet when I returned from bringing Shadow into the tower. "Can you lend me a hand?" Alexis responded with exhaustion.
I don't have one to give. I told you, I can't lift a single finger in here.
"Then what are those things attached to your arms and legs that move so freely?"
My hands and feet.
Talking to you is truly frustrating. BRB, thank you for the alert, Aaron. Yeah, go get your food. Don't worry. Take your time, get your food. Enjoy, I don't know, your meal. He's needy as heck. It's time, this, what do you call it, the needy, the needy girlfriend streamer? Needy streamer? Needy girl streamer? Yeah, he's a boy version. Those eyes, man. Head pat, you say? Thank you for the head pat. Was this what the elves had meant when they told me to take good care of Alexis? I handed him a bowl of beef stew, trying my best to hold back a bitter smirk. "Here. I'm not a cook though, so I can't guarantee it will taste good."
Thanks.
He gently took the bowl, then started to drink straight from it. He coughed and spat out the hot stew.
Hot.
Kawaii. "I gave you a spoon. You didn't think it was just for show, did you?"
I don't know how to use one.
This man was becoming more ridiculous by the second. How can a grown man not know how to use a spoon? I should teach Alexis how to use a spoon. What a fool, he doesn't even know how to use a spoon, let him be. I mean, like he said, he's never lifted a single finger, right? It's not surprising. Except he knows how to open doors though. That's... I feel like, okay, you know what? Like, we gotta be on our best behavior here, okay? Gotta be on our best behavior. I should teach Alexis how to use a spoon. Look closely. This is how you hold a spoon. You scoop the stew out like this and then eat it. Alexis observed me attentively and attempted to mimic my actions. He was so awkward about it that it took him hours to finish that single bowl of beef stew. It's like he's a baby. I can't remember it clearly anymore, but my nanny must have been the one who taught me how to use a spoon. Did you not have anyone to teach you?
That's a difficult question. Perhaps there was, perhaps there wasn't.
When you said you couldn't lift a finger earlier, Did you mean that you were useless beyond imagination?
In a way, I suppose so.
He opened his palm.
Do you see my hand?
What about it?
My fingers. They're far too long.
So?
They get in the way.
Oh my god, this dude. What? I feel like I would get every bad ending in this game because of all the sass I'll be throwing around. For real. Yeah, man, like, this dude kills me. This dude is like, he's a giant baby. I mean, I guess he's lucky. He's cute and has a nice voice. Oh my god. Ah. This fellow was even worse than Igor in some ways. Fine. I won't question you again. I now realize that accepting you the way you are is far easier than trying to understand you. I exclaim as I took his empty bowl. I will cook for you until you learn to do it. Alexis nodded.
I think I can learn if I study it from a book.
Alex Straknov, giant useless baby man. That's not what his name. Why do I get a feeling we'll have to start with the alphabet? That was how my first day at the tower ended, with the ominous feeling that my future would be far more challenging than anticipated. Damn, how long is this game actually? I have no idea. Chapter 4, No Snow Sugar. If you were ever to celebrate your coming of age ceremony at the Winter Tower, you would find yourself welcomed by doors sealed with piles of snow, a horse glued to the fireplace who would refuse its feet with hostility, and elves that fought you for the jar of sugar cubes. Not only the elves, of course, but a certain man might try to steal the jar as well. Alexis! How many times have I told you that sugar is for shadow?
It's as I told you, Kate.
Alexis munched on the sugar cubes he had taken from the jar.
I need a regular dose of sugar.
The amount of sugar you consume every day is abnormal. You bleed syrup if you prick your finger at this rate.
Possibly. I can't say either way since I've never bled much.
I put my hand out, demanding he give the jar back. Alexis licked his lips with disappointment and grabbed a bag of crackers as he handed me the sugar jar. Have those if you need a snack. We have a limited supply of sweets here, unlike at the castle. You may take my portion of sweets, but I can't allow you to take shadows. I didn't know horses eat sugar. Hey guys, I hope you have a great stream. Hello Paladin Poco. Hello Poco, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, the stream is going pretty good, I would say. We're playing this visual novel, romance visual novel. Sugar cubes are a common treat for horses, really? I never knew. Maji? Like, that's interesting. That's interesting. I never knew. I don't think I've ever seen someone give sugar cubes to horses. You know.
But crackers are dry and awful.
I sigh heavily as I watch Alexis grumpily nibble on the crackers. Why do you and the elves love sweets so much?
Have you never heard the story?
What story?
The one about how snow is God sprinkling sugar crystals onto the planet.
Why sugar instead of salt?
Salt is disgusting.
What do you mean? Salt is great. Okay, salt is a great seasoning. What are you talking about?
Even God prefers sugar.
Oh, you know. Oh gosh. If you sit there in front of a priest, you would be branded a heretic. Not a savory man. Yeah, man. What the hell? What the hell? Alexis choked on a cracker. He hastily massaged his throat and reached for a glass of water.
What I mean to say is the elves were born that way. It's natural.
Alexis emphasized his words for a fact.
Elves to the very core love sweets, pranks, and...
Alexis! Suddenly, the fireplace went cold and an elf jumped out. Alexis turned to the elf and regarded them calmly.
What brought you here all by yourself? Where is your partner?
I turned to the fireplace as the elf rushed to grab something. However, he was not strong enough to pull it out. Alexis reached into the chimney to help, but to no avail. Nor was I helpful in assisting the two of them. Whatever was in the chimney, it was properly jammed in there. We'd need an extra hand. Who should I call for help? Bro, call Shadow's name out loud. Call Father's name out loud. Call Romanov's name out loud. Hello? What you think, like, the father, like, help me, Father, in spirit, you know? Romanov surely shouldn't be here. I mean, Shadow's the horse. The horse, I mean, this is the most logical answer, right? Shadow pretended she didn't hear me, busy looking for something more engaging. How could you? I was sure Alexis's laziness had begun influencing her. Shadow, if you help me pull this out, I will treat you to a whole bag of snacks. It was the word snacks that finally moved her. Just you wait, Shadow. When it gets warmer, I will retrain you properly. I took a deep breath before shouting. Who on the count of 3? 1. Crack. 2. Though I heard something crackling, there was no turning back now. 3. Almost there, but we need more force. What should I do? Apparently, Shadow was the strongest out of us 4. How can I convince Shadow to pull harder? Tell her that she will be rewarded with more snacks. Bring whatever this thing is for stealing Shadow's snacks. What? I mean, I think both of them, like, both options are pretty good. You know, if you say like, oh my god, this thing is stealing our snacks, obviously she'll get mad, right? If you tell her like she'll be rewarded with more snacks, she'll be more like enthusiastic, right? More snacks. Yeah, you'll get more snacks. Pull harder. Shadow, I'll give you as many snacks as you want. But she still seemed disinterested. Goddamn. It appeared she wouldn't fall for the same trick twice. How can I convince Shadow to pull harder? Okay, this is the only other option. Shadow, this thing in the chimney is the one who stole all your snacks. Oh, this is how the horse looked like? Really? They call her Shadow when, like... Why though? She literally has a like blonde mane. White as snow. It's a white as snow horse. And they call why is it named Shadow Law? Yeah. What part of it? Like Shadow? Well, who am I to question, right? Shadow neighed at the top of her lungs and pulled with a force of might I never witnessed in my entire life. I've got vanilla or something, lol. Who knows, right? Who knows? Maybe it's not as cool, right? You know, like Shadow, you know, like Shadow is really cool. Not gonna lie. But like, vanilla is like, oh, cutesy, you know? Maybe not the image that they want. With a loud bang, the room was covered in soot. Everyone coughed and sneezed incessantly due to the dust. I desperately reached to open the windows to ventilate the room. Soon, the ashes settled and my vision cleared. Then I noticed that the only one still in decent shape was Shadow, who stood in proud triumph. The power of snacks sure is something. I gave Shadow a pat on her neck and fed her sugar cubes one by one. Alexis, on the hand, looked abysmal. He picked up the cracker that he had dropped and gradually approached the spherical object in the corner of the room.
Is this your partner?
Elf gave an affirmative nod. Only elves and smoke could pass through the chimney, but this fellow was rounder than the ones I was used to seeing. The only thing that gave this fear away were his pointy head and the face below it. I've seen those odd eyebrows somewhere before. Hey, you're the thief who stole our sugar cubes a couple of days ago. The elf, now that his crime had been revealed, waved his arms and legs in an attempt to run away. However, the most he could do was struggle to keep his balance. Wow. I didn't expect my random excuse would turn out to be true. He was like the other elves a few days ago. What could have happened to him between now and then? Alexis, I have a question for you.
All right.
Is turning into a giant ball, becoming round like him, part of an elf's maturation?
This is the effect of snow sugar disease.
No sugar disease?
Remember when I told you that snow was God sprinkling sugar crystals onto the planet?
Oh, isn't that only a story?
Well, real snow certainly doesn't taste as sweet.
Alexis licked his lips as if he were disappointed by his own words.
Even so, snow and sugar look very similar, don't they?
From a distance, yes.
If elves don't regularly ingest sweets, they become like this.
I've seen people become overweight because they ate too many sweets, but never the other way around. Alexis gave me a strange look.
Aren't they the same thing?
In what way?
The elves' main source of energy is sugar, just as grains are for humans.
In any case, do you have a solution? Alexis nodded.
I understand that this will be difficult for you, my friend. However, you won't be able to climb through the chimneys in your condition. You barely made it out of this one.
Alexis pointed at the messy fireplace.
You're banned from eating any more snow sugar until you're back to normal.
A single teardrop fell from one of the elf's eyes. The elf who was banned from eating snow sugar went crazy, baking himself sweets and pastries to eat every day. Because I stopped allowing the elves to use the sugar cap in the tower, where he found out that sugar was beyond me. To my surprise, the elf's neck was visible after only 2 days of treatment. Then his legs after 3 days, and his arms after 10. The treatment for snow sugar disease seemed effective until the Hello, Cozy Kohai. Thank you so much for the raid. Hello, raiders. Cozy raid. Cozy raid. Thank you so much for the raid, Cozy Kohai. Thank you. Yes, thank you for being so fast, my mod. You were playing Minecraft. How was it? Minecraft. Hello, welcome raiders. Cozy raid, good day, hello. Might be Cactus, thank you so much for the follow. I hope you enjoy your stay. And thank you for the first time chat. Might be Cactus, thank you for the first time chat. Alien.air. Hello. Might be Cactus, thank you for redeeming care package. Yes, welcome in raiders. What's good, was comfy, that's great. It's 30 minutes past midnight. Oh, 12:30. I'm going straight to bed. Oh, it's okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much for the raid, Kohai. Yes, welcome raiders. I am Gaia Viridian, your virtual roommate. And we have like really chill streams. Sometimes we have like Japanese study with me. We do art. We play the very occasional games, and we have like quite a lot of just chatting streams. But yeah, if you're in for a chill time, feel free to, chill. You don't have to follow if you don't wanna, it's all good. Yes, thank you so much, Kohai, for the raid. Thank you, thank you. I'm glad your stream was comfy and good. I hope you have a good night's rest. Otsu otsugaya. Oyasumi nasaimase. Good night, sweet dreams. Thank you, thank you. Bye bye. Yes, Kohai, sleep. Sleep. Sleep, sleep. Sorry, Gaia, me big cry with your stream. Huh? It's okay. You know, it's okay. I'm glad, you know, the stream helped. Yes, good night, Kohai. Bye bye. Yes, Raiders, we are currently playing the Winter Tower, which is, I think, a fairly new visual novel. It's a romantic romance visual novel. And yeah, right now I think like we're like what chapter 4 was it? Chapter 3, chapter 4? Chapter 4, right? And it's basically about this girl who has to complete, I mean the girl is us, you know. She has to complete the coming of age ceremony. So yeah. Yes, you know, feel free to sit back and, you know, just chill. We be chilling, vibing, photosynthesizing, because I am a tree spirit or dryad. But yeah, you know, feel free to just sit back as I narrate. I mean, I don't need to, you know, I don't need to narrate the guy, so it's quite nice. She said the thing. Yeah, we chilling, vibing, photosynthesizing. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy your stay here. Thank you again, Kohai, for trusting me with your community. Thank you. And I'm pretty sure like he's not here around since he's not here anymore since he has to, you know, head to bed. I hope he has good dreams, sweet dreams. Okay, the treatment for snow sugar disease seemed effective until the elf entered the sedentary phase. He could barely fit the width of the chimney. For half a month, the elf continued his strict diet, which was heavily based on sugar, of course. Since it was their primary source of energy, it was the equivalent of a human eating only bread for 3 meals a day. He began to look somber. I noticed the darkness in the elf's eyes in the afternoon that day. It had been warm since the morning, and I was on my way back from taking a whiny shadow for a walk. I went into the pantry to get sugar cubes for her when I noticed Alexis speaking to the elf and taking away his honey biscuits. Next, Alexis shoved the biscuits into his own mouth. That wasn't the end of it. He snatched all the cookies and sweets the elf had baked and threw them into a cracker bag. The elf stood there helplessly as he watched Alexis take his desserts. Damn, what is he doing? Like, I thought we gotta save the elf. That's why, like, he's eating all those, right? Oh no. We gotta stop him. What are you doing? Alexis, you shouldn't steal desserts from the elves just because I told you not to steal from Shadow. Alexis didn't bat an eye when I yelled at him.
He shouldn't be eating these.
What nonsense is that? Return those desserts immediately and never do this again, or else I'll take away your crackers. Alexis remained silent for a moment, then posed a question.
Do you really want me to?
Is that even a question? Alexis sighed deeply before returning everything he had taken from the elf. Everything seemed perfect on the surface. However, the problem eventually reared its head again. Is Alexis still stealing the elf's desserts behind my back? I kept an eye out for Alexis, but he seemed to have lost interest in the elf after I scolded him. I assumed he lost interest because the elf had been instructed not to consume snow sugar, but Alexis was the one who began losing weight. King of Carps. Thank you for the lurk. I hope to see you soon.
Yes?
His voice sounded fragile. Why do you think the elf isn't recovering from snow sugar disease?
Because no one is keeping an eye on him.
But he's still making himself sweets and pastries. Isn't that the healthy diet you mentioned?
Not all sweets are healthy.
Alexis walked over to the pantry and returned with 1 jar of honey and 1 jar of sugar cubes.
What do these look like to you?
Honey and sugar?
Did you know that honey is made from sugar?
Honey is made by bees and sugar is processed from sugarcane. Are you implying otherwise?
You can use sugar to create a honey-like substance. Does that make it real honey?
Artificial honey made from sugar. Honey is made by these. No, stop. Cease. That's a lot like how Igor pretends he's the rightful family successor. The answer is no.
Are biscuits made using fake honey real honey biscuits?
Isn't it basically the same thing since they're both just used for sweetness? Alexis smiled bitterly.
You only put it that way because you aren't interested in sweets. If someone created a replica of your ring, would both your ring and the replica be considered real?
Oh, damn. It's all good carb. Carbohydrate. Oh, it's all good carbs. Of course not. These rings are symbols of my family. They have a vast, rich history.
Honey biscuits also have a vast, rich history.
After finishing his explanation, Alexis put the honey jar and sugar jar back where they belong. Honey of Jesus. Without taking a handful of sugar cubes.
Elves must eat only sweets that strictly follow recipes developed for them.
Do you mean to say all those sweets the elf ate were bad for him, even though they look the same?
That is correct.
Why didn't you tell me that before? Alexis stared straight at me.
This question again? You asked me that on the first day we met.
Did you assume I wouldn't believe you again?
You aren't concerned about what the elves eat. You don't even bother to find out what they like or do as long as it doesn't disturb you. As I've already told you clearly, those sweets aren't good for them.
On second thought, Alexis wasn't the kind of person to bully and steal desserts from an elf. I had misunderstood Alexis, and it was all because I hadn't shown any interest in him or the elves. Never before have I felt too ashamed to apologize. Yet for some reason, I couldn't open my mouth. It was as if my lips were glued shut. In the end, I didn't give a single word of apology. I decided to focus on helping the elf recover from sugar snow disease instead. I eventually got a hang of distinguishing real desserts from the fake ones by continuously reviewing the recipes in the library. Growing up in the castle, I was raised on the finest cuisine. Differentiating between fake honey and real honey, or snow sugar from real sugar, wasn't much of a challenge once I learned the trick. Every dessert the elf baked used snow sugar. He must have done it intentionally. The more my memory jogged, the more furious I became. The elf must not have expected me to react. His expression became blank as I took away his desserts. He must have had so much fun eating those desserts behind my back every day. I loathe people who disobey my orders and try to trick me. Today, I'll teach you a lesson you won't soon forget. I gave Shadow and the elf an angry grin. The plan was to use a traditional method of encouraging a desired behavior, the carrot and stick method. After exactly 10 days of my training program, I was able to get both Shadow and the elf in proper shape. The elf handed me a armful of snacks and desserts, then ran to the fireplace. Thank you for the hit, Pet Saint. Alexis.
Kate.
Alexis had become even thinner recently. I handed him a recipe book I found in the library. Oh wait, right. I just forgot. I forgot. Might be cactus like redeemed care package earlier. I did not do it. Oof. Thank you, might be cactus for redeeming care package and Aaron for redeeming care package. I'll take like 2 sips of water. Now sit doubly straight and stretch. Huh. Gonna take care of your plants, yes? Thank you, might be cactus and Aaron for redeeming care package. Would you like to try to read this book, Alexis? I'll help you with the difficult parts.
Sure.
Chapter 5, Forbidden Trick. Man, we're just zooming past these chapters. A white pigeon pecked at the frozen window. I let it in while rubbing at my tired eyes. The pigeon landed atop my hand, carrying the cool scent of winter on its feathers. My family emblem was attached to the letter strap around its left leg, and a note was tied around its right leg. Who is this from? Oh, Romanov. I pocketed the note and tied the letter I had prepared ahead of time to his leg. I have been exchanging letters with Romanov like this once a week. If the pigeon didn't arrive after a month or carried a suspicious message, it meant that something had happened at the castle. The identity of the ring theft has been uncovered. Note delivered more information. 2 months was more than sufficient. Romanov had been distracting them, buying me 2 months worth of time. Now that they knew I was the one who took the rings, they would try whatever they could to get them from me. Since they couldn't exactly command the Ivanov army to march here, they would likely opt to send a few select, well-trained soldiers undercover. Oh goodness. The kitchen was in chaos. It was as if there had been an explosion. The floor was covered in a mysterious fluid. A suspicious growing pot extinguished the flame of the hearth it was set upon. The elves was sweating in a panic, frozen to the spot. This was the scene I found after returning from a 2-hour walk. You better have a good explanation for all of this. The elves vigorously shook their heads when they met my glare. Not me. Nor me. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. From my personal experience with the elves, I knew they were poor liars. Who caused this mess? They wouldn't tell me who the culprit was. They even tried their best to avoid my gaze and act as if they couldn't hear me. If not the elves, however, there was only one other suspect. Alexis? Alexis walked down the stairs with a book in his hand. His calmness, in spite of the mess in the kitchen, gave him the air of a seasoned warrior. Unfortunately for Alexis, this was not a battlefield, nor was he a fighter.
Calm down. Getting all worked up like that is bad for your heart.
How could you make the kitchen this messy in the blink of an eye? Alexis retrieved balls of soot from the glowing pot and placed them on the table.
Still far from perfecting the look of it.
What are you making? Charcoal? Alexis snapped at me.
How rude. These are almond cookies.
Oh, cookies?
You'll understand if you taste them.
You must be joking.
Try one if you don't believe me.
Oh. Hello there. Are you able to hear it, or was like, or was the game so loud that you couldn't hear it? Was it okay? Are you guys able to hear the sound alert? Yes, hello there, hello there. Oh no. I couldn't hear it, oh no. He's as bad as cooking as he is at everything else. I mean, he's Papu. Okay, hello there. Oh, you guys could hear it. Right? You guys heard it, right? I mean, it's a little soft, but I hope it's okay. That time yet? Okay. Since Alexis refused to eat anything that wasn't sweet, I might as well trust him. I chipped off a piece of the burnt mass, praying I'll be okay after I swallowed it. To my surprise, it did. In fact, tastes like an almond cookie. Moreover, it had an excellent balance between creaminess and nutty texture from the almonds. It suited my tastes perfectly, even though I wasn't a huge fan of sweets. The savoriness lingered on my taste buds for a long while. Cookies misshapen like balls of soot. Did you do it on purpose, like those pranks the elves pull on me?
If only that were the case.
Alexis handed me a cup of tea as he watched me grab more of his soot balls.
I tried making them the way you taught me, but things ended up like this because I lost control of the fire.
The way I taught him? When in the world did I teach him to bake cookies in the pot? Alexis opened a book he had set aside and directed my attention to a specific recipe.
See here? It says keep stirring on a low flame. How fast and how low should it be?
Doesn't that mean you should stir the pot on a flame that's close to extinguishing? At that moment, a realization struck me like lightning. Alexis, please don't tell me you were following this instruction in the most literal sense.
I was.
His naive, sparkling eyes put me in a cold sweat. Since cooking wasn't a necessary skill for succeeding my father's title, I never paid much attention to it. I hadn't anticipated that Alexis would take my suggestions so seriously. Frankly speaking, it was a miracle that he had made cookies in a pot which was clearly only meant for soups and stews. Perhaps Alexis is naturally talented at cooking. He might have been inexperienced with the tool of the trade, but the quality of his final product spoke for itself. My staring at the charred cookies embarrassed Alexis. He cleared his throat and spoke.
I'll bake better looking cookies next time.
There's nothing wrong with these ones. They taste delicious. Plus, clearly, my instructions weren't clear enough last time.
Truly?
Yes, I mean it. And they go well with this tea.
Thank you for the compliment.
Alexis' voice was slightly brittle, but it was too subtle to decipher the exact reason behind that emotion. I would have had a wonderful afternoon once the chaos in the kitchen was taken care of, but the elves wouldn't allow for a single moment of peace. They began crawling out the chimney, one by one. Give me a break. While ordinary elves' hats reached out to my thigh, the elf in front of me's hat barely reached up to the belt of the rest of them. Does this one have some sort of illness? I whispered into Alexis' ear?
No. They were only born recently.
Oh, baby, it's baby. Oh my god, the baby elf. Alexis picked up the baby elf and pressed their foreheads together, then whispered a blessing.
Hello. I am Alexis Yevgenik Strelnikov.
Still can't pronounce his name.
Welcome to this sweet world.
The tiny elf giggled while happily tapping on Alexis's cheeks.
Kate, would you like to hold him too?
Oh my god, it's a baby elf. Obviously, I would want to hold the baby elf. Obviously. Yes. Oh, Laura, that's so cute. Oh my gosh, it's a baby. Babu-chan. Alexis handed me the little elf while I was lost in thought. Unexpectedly, he felt very light. Hello. My name is Ekaterina Ivanova. Nice to meet you. He is very light and very small. The baby elf giggled and touched my face as he had done to Alexis. Every time his fingers brushed against my skin, sparkles drifted through the air. After lunch, I went out for a walk as an excuse to be alone, though he did ask me to look after him. I couldn't organize my thoughts amid the flood of unnecessary mental images I had created. I've certainly become lazier since arriving at the Winter Tower. I found this time of peace quite awkward, perhaps because I didn't need to follow a strict training regimen here. I kept up with my training every day, but it still felt as if I were lacking something important. Siren and her son must be up to something. Well, keeping up with my training is the best I can do for now. I won't let myself be shaken easily. Alright, time to head back. I had never gotten lost in the woods before, yet I couldn't find the Winter Tower despite walking for quite a while. I had memorized my surroundings, so I was sure I hadn't wandered too far away. Even so, I was undeniably lost. I took a compass out of my pocket. Though I don't use this often, it's better than nothing. It was bizarre to find myself lost in the woods, in spite of my instincts and experience telling me I was moving in the right direction. I walked in the direction the compass pointed towards. Yes, that was what I did. I should mark the trees. I marked every tree I walked past. This way, I wouldn't walk around in circles. This method, however, proved to be useless as well. It seemed as though I was moving in the opposite direction from what I intended. When I turned left, I moved right, and vice versa. My sense of direction is being messed with. There was no point in moving forward, so I decided to take a break under a tree. Luckily, I had my rapier strapped to my waist. I could defend myself if someone tried to attack me. I should stay alert in case of wild beasts. I wouldn't have been as worried about being chased if Shadow had been with me. Why did this happen? I'm very tired, so I'm gonna head off to bed. Thank you for stream, guys. Thank you so much for being here, Saint. Thank you for helping me mod today as well. Thank you. Yes, please. I hope you have good rest. Yes, thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Yes, otsugaya. Oyasumi nasaimase. Good night. Have sweet dreams. Thank you so much for dropping by, and I hope to see you soon. Bye. Bye. Okay, let me since we're like at like a decision making point, let me go take a toilet break, and I will be right back. Yes. Hello, I have returned. Okay, so now we are lost for some reason. And like, even though like we tried to, you know, use a compass, we marked the trees, but we're still lost somehow. So we have four choices. Let me say, because of Alexis's suit cookies, the baby elf pranked me. I became too lazy. I have no idea. No way. Yeah, no way the cookies would have made, like, you know, like you know, she said like when we went left, we were like we were going right. The baby elf pranked me. It's a baby. It's a baby. I became too lazy. I don't think that has anything to do with like loss of sense of direction, right? I feel like the only thing I can think of is I have no idea. I can't think of anything. You know? I have no idea. This isn't the time to sit around and theorize about the cause of my condition. Oh damn. That's a wolf? Really? Yeah, good night, Saint. Good night. Have a good night. Growls resounded from the nearby bush. There are quite a few of them. Judging by the sound, I was being accosted by a pack of hungry wolves. I stood up and wielded my rapier, ready for combat. While teaching me how to hunt, my father once told me the following: even if I never went myself, I should at least understand the art of the hunt. Bring it on. An attack is coming from the right. I mean, our sense of direction is kind of messed up, right? So I'm guessing right is left, left is right. Since my senses were reversed, I must slash to the left. I reflexively slashed my rapier to the right, so I had to sweat blood to swerve the blade. My reaction time was slow because I had to think twice before acting. The wolf's fang narrowly pierced my left thigh. Running away is too difficult right now. Though I don't think I could lose them without Shadow's help either way. If this was Igor's scheme, I would have to compliment him for thinking with his brain for once. My agility has dropped because of my cut, but there was no time to stitch it up. If I think about moving in any particular direction, I'll end up moving in the opposite direction. If I try to control that direction in reverse, my reaction time is slower. So, let's just follow my instincts instead of thinking. One, two, three. There were exactly 13 wolf carcasses, each with their heart pierced through. The rest fled when they realized I wasn't easy prey. She killed 13 wolves? If they didn't find an easier kill, there was always a chance they'd come back for me. Nonetheless, the threat disappeared for the time being. Good. The cut isn't deep. Blood dripped from the wound. I maintained a defensive position as I ripped a piece of cloth off of my dress and used it to stop the bleeding. Had the fang cut my thigh any deeper, I might have found myself in critical condition. My strategy on relying on my instincts worked, fortunately. I hypothesized that if I acted with a specific direction in mind, some sort of spell would reverse my sense of direction. When I get back, I'll have to ask Alexis what he thinks about my condition. My vision blurred and spun after that tough battle. My ringing ears and short breath were signs of a low body temperature. The torn clothes and severe bleeding answered the question of why I was in this condition. It'll be a problem if it gets any darker. I can't keep fighting in this state. If only Shadow were with me. She might slack off at times, but she would never ignore her partner being in danger. Even the elves might crawl around and make a fuss if they saw me like this. Perhaps Alexis would also be worried about me. Oh no. The scent of blood had attracted an even larger predator. Its round face and ears gave it a benign, innocent appearance. Yet the sharp black scales sticking out between patches of fur couldn't mask the ferocity of this beast. Isn't that bear an Armorsus, known for their armor-like scales? On top of that, it looks hungry too. I'm in danger. Oh my god, it's that meme. I'm in danger. But what happened to the wolf carcasses? Like what? Like, bears don't eat wolves? No? What should I do? I mean, bro, we're already in like bad condition. We can't fight off light. What you want to like fight? You want to fight like as a noble warrior fighting to the death? No. But then running, like, we can't, like, our leg oh my god, maybe I should save, right? Yeah. I don't know, man. Just run, man. I don't know, like, what? Are we gonna fight this, like, bear that has skills? No. Okay, bye. A single blow was all it would take to kill me. Fighting an Armorsus was too high of a risk to take. I need to flee this area now. I leap to avoid the first blow. When I dodged the following blow as well, the Armorsus roared in annoyance. It's charging forward. I managed to gather the strength to vault to the opposite side. The Armorsus crashed into a tree at a frightening speed. With a terrible thud, the grand birch tree which took the hit fell to the ground. The impact didn't leave a single scratch on the bear, of course. How? It paid no attention to the fallen tree and turned its sights back to me. That dodge from earlier caused my right leg to cramp. Not now. I would be turned into goop if I didn't act immediately. I raised my rapier with a shaky hand and took a deep breath. The moment the Armorsus was about to charge for a second time, a sharp whistle caught the bear's attention. Alexis? There came Alexis, dashing towards us. He threw something amid the clopping of a familiar horse. While the Armorsus was distracted by the object, Alexis hastily jumped off of Shadow and draped his cape over my shoulders.
I'm sorry I was late. Let's head back to the tower.
Damn, is this what you call knight in shining armor? Is this our white knight? It's crazy. Alexis swiftly lifted me up and put me on the saddle, wasting not a single second. Like that, we fled the scene. Was Alexis always so strong? As if he feared that I might fall off the horse, he firmly held onto my waist. That's not the waist. What are you talking about? That's like the arm. That's like the shoulder. Nor? I don't know. How silly. I would never fall off a horse even if I were injured. Wow. Is this romance? The elves sweated from sheer anxiety when they were met by Alexis's solemn expression. He refused to joke around or smile. The tiniest elf in particular shed tears as large as his own eyes.
Your pranks put Ekaterina Ivanova's life in danger.
Oh, it was the elves?
You should have heeded my warning the first time. Regardless of how much you like human beings, you must never play pranks on them as you would to one another.
His warning reminded me of the drifting sparkles I saw when the baby elf touched me earlier. It was the elf, the baby! Oh no! The bat. Oh no! Perhaps they were indeed magical. The baby elf quietly listened to Alexis's lecture like a child being scolded by his father.
Being young is no excuse. Since you broke the rule and played a forbidden prank, you must now bear an equivalent punishment.
What kind of punishment? Alexis paused for a moment.
That depends on the gravity of the wrongdoing. It can range from being as lenient as restricting their entry and exit from the chimneys, to one as severe as confiscating their hat.
The elves trembled like trees amid a storm at that last statement.
It may seem cruel, but there's no other choice. An elf must be responsible for their actions once they leave the fireplace.
Do you mean to say the elf may have to give away his hat?
It's as you suspect. Hats are like an elf's heart, and without it, he'll gradually cease to move.
What will happen if he completely stops moving?
He will fall into an eternal sleep. At that point, he won't come back, even if his hat is returned.
The atmosphere was so heavy that I couldn't bring myself to respond. I understood why the elves were forbidden from playing serious pranks on humans. But it's a baby. It's a baby. Like, it's a child. I mean, like, yeah, he said like being young is no excuse, but it's his baby. Like, it's a child, right? Yeah, like what are we gonna like sentence the little dude to death, you know? Not right? No, right? Though it was a dangerous prank, getting his hat taken away would be too harsh. That prank crossed the line. I should let the baby elf receive his punishment. But no. I mean, I think like, I don't know. It should be fine, right? Like, getting his hat taken away would be too harsh, you know? Like, just gotta ground him, I guess. I mean, right? It would have made me uncomfortable to see the baby elf have his hat, which was essentially his heart, taken away. I was positive that Alexis didn't want that to happen either. If I promise I'm okay, will you reduce the severity of his punishment, Alexis?
Ekaterina?
I patted the baby elf's tiny head. It's true that I may have been put in danger, but I don't think he intended to hurt me. Isn't that so? Yes. The baby elf gently nodded. Oh,
You nearly died, Kate. Are you truly okay with this?
Alexis asked me again, almost as if he couldn't believe I made such a request. Who do you think I am? I was a little unsteady when I confronted the armor source, but I wasn't about to keel over and die.
If you're positive, I suppose we can let it go this once.
The baby elf apologized countless times. His eyes were swollen from crying by the time he returned to the chimney. Alexis's first aid skills were terrible. It was as if he'd never done it before. Following my instructions, he ineptly cleaned the wound, applied ointment to it, and then bandaged my leg. After the quick first aid, he made stew for dinner. My hunger was insatiable, so I gulped it down.
Kate.
Yes?
I'm sorry that you got hurt.
It wasn't your fault.
Quite the contrary. I was well aware young elves' pranks could go too far. Yet I let my guard down.
I pushed my empty bowl to the side and leaned back against my armchair. Alexis.
Yes?
When you said that elves would be punished if they played prohibited pranks, what you told me when we first met came to mind. It reminded me of your so-called punishment. You don't have to tell me what it is if you don't wish to. I just thought, in that regard, you and the elves were quite similar. I know that you're human, but you like sweets like them, know so much about them, and they come to you for help, don't they? Like children running to their father. Aren't you also being punished for a mistake you made in the past? Alexis stared at the burning fireplace as he spoke.
A mistake. Perhaps it was. But I would make the same mistake all over again, even if I were given a second chance.
Alexis didn't explain further. I had no idea what this mistake of his was. I have another question for you, Alexis. What did you throw at the armatures earlier?
A sweet. Our Marcy especially loves sweets.
Something you baked yourself? Did they turn out better this time? Instead of answering my question, Alexis handed me... Wow! Construct, welcome to the stream, and thank you so much for the cheer, for the 100 bits. Thank you. Happy holidays. That's right. Happy holidays, Construct. Wow, can you believe it? It's almost the New Year's. That's actually crazy. Insane, actually. Can you believe it? Can you believe? But thank you so much. Thank you so much for the 100 bitties. Damn, that's a lot, man. Yes, happy holidays. Happy holidays. I hope you're having a good one, you know. Since the year is ending, I hope you're getting plenty of rest, you know. Doing things that you want to do. Yes, thank you so much again, and welcome to the stream. Hello. Instead of answering my question, Alexis handed me colorful meringue cookies with a cup of tea. I mean, why not, right? Try it. Unlike the burnt cookies I had this morning, these meringue ones look decent. I picked an appealing pink meringue cookie and took a half bite. Blah. Alexis burst into laughter when I frowned. Seeing Alexis laugh like a kid eased me up.
I've always wanted to try that prank myself.
You're still his usual self. The man who loves sweets. The man who often spoke nonsense. And the man who always took me seriously. Alexis? I have a question for you. The winter wind whistled beyond the frozen windows. The warmth on Alexis's face faded.
Kate, I believe we have visitors.
Oh my god, what is this? I hope your day is going well. Just popping in for a bit before I head out. Thank you so much for dropping by. I hope you have fun outside. You know, stay safe. Yeah, my day, I mean, it's like 8:20 a.m. right now. So, I think it's pretty okay. I mean, nothing. I think I'm having a good time. Yes, thank you so much for dropping by, you know. I really appreciate it. Yes, I hope you have fun outside. Stay safe. I don't know, like, if it's like cold, like where you live, but you know, stay warm. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Visitors? But the fireplace is still ablaze.
Not for me. They're most likely
oh my god.
here for you.
Oh my god. This is how we die. Chapter 6, Duo. Damn. What happened? Like, oh my god. Damn, bang. I rushed to the window. Under the dark sky stood Igor, surrounded by a squadron of knights. I see. The thief incident must have been intended as a distraction for Romanov. But how? Those knights swore their loyalty to my father. They would never betray him just because he was bedridden. He could certainly bribe a couple of soldiers into obeying his orders. However, 2 months would definitely not be enough to persuade them all. I should find out what happened once I get back to the castle. For now, I can only hypothesize. Alexis stopped by my side. I have a question, Alexis.
What is it?
It's 4 degrees here, so warmer than yesterday. 4 degrees. Isn't that like cold? Damn, 4 degrees. I mean here like when it's like 25 like degrees Celsius is already like pretty cold. 4 degrees though. Damn, that's crazy. Yeah man, stay warm, stay warm. I hope you don't catch a cold, because you know I've seen a lot of people like getting sick these days. Yeah, it's like since last month I think like a lot of people have been getting sick and stuff, so take care, you know, take care, stay warm, okay? Stay warm, stay hydrated, you know. I'm sure like you don't want to get sick, and like no one wants to get sick, you know. Yes, stay warm. Do you know self-defense? That wasn't what I meant to ask. I figured Igor would bring a few soldiers with him, but the situation could become dire if any of them are experienced. I might not be able to protect both you and myself. As Alexis began to open his mouth, Igor shouted, Ekaterina Ivanova, you criminal! Open this gate immediately! What is he talking about? I'm no criminal. No good could come from welcoming the entourage with an open gate, so I peeped out the window and shouted back, How dare you call me a criminal? Long time no see, Katie. He's become even more disgusting over the past 2 months. Igor smirked lecherously. Well done on securing the locks. What a wonderful bride to be. My compliments. Keep them to yourself. You better obey my orders and open the gate this time. Igor snapped his fingers and Romanov was dragged out from amongst the soldiers, bound in ropes. He looked disheveled and tired. His usual tidiness was gone. You crafty bastard! Getting his throat slit as a reward for 30 years of devotion to Ivanov would certainly be a wretched end, don't you agree? The knights held Romanov by his head and placed a sword against his neck. Allow me to correct you, Igor. If you lay a finger on Romanov, you'll never step foot on these grounds. You have it all wrong. The life of your dear old Chamberlain is in my hands. If you don't open this gate straight away and drop onto your knees, don't kid yourself. How long do you think you'll last out there if I don't let you in? It appears that you've marched all the way without stopping to sleep. Aren't you and your man at your limit? Okay, there's a limit to how much rudeness I would tolerate. Do not irritate me any further. I demand that you come out this instant. Get down here. Igor screamed his head off, but he was in no rush to kill Romanov. Damn, what is this shit, man? What is this? Ah. I closed the window and whispered to Alexis. I'm their target, Alexis. If you hide in the basement, they won't bother to search for you.
Do you plan to fight them all by yourself?
Since they have a hostage, I can't simply sit back and ignore them. Plus, running and hiding isn't my style. It's alright. Don't worry about me. Those knights are loyal to my father, so they won't harm me. When Alexis saw my determination, he responded,
I trust you. Come back unharmed.
Damn it. What's taking her so long? Break down the gate. Do it now. Young Master Igor, we... Give it up, you imbecile. The knights aren't there to listen to your incessant whining. The knights showed courtesy but remained on their horses. I see your mouth has become 50 years since leaving the castle. From the very beginning, I never wished to speak to you. Every word you speak kills one of my brain cells. Igor fumed for a while, then smiled in triumph, as if he came to the sudden realization. Now I understand why you're so full of yourself. You don't understand what kind of situation you're in, do you? Igor tugged on the rope that bound Romanov. Why don't you try guessing why your Chamberlain, who devoted 30 years of his life to the Ivanov family, is all tied up? I have no excuse. Romanov's head drooped. Guess what? That you're levying accusations against me and tortured Romanov into giving a confession as my accomplice? Igor gritted his teeth when I hit the nail on the head. The torture was merely a means to find the truth. You know what you've done. Let's keep this short. I don't want this conversation to drag on either, so let's get to the point. I shall let your rudeness go, since we will have plenty of time to talk. Your coming of age ceremony has been cancelled, and Ekaterina Ivanova, you shall return to the castle not as Ivanov's heir, but as a criminal. What exactly are you accusing me of? You fled after making an attempt on the reigning Lord Ivanov's life, disguised the attack as a horse riding accident, and stole the Ivanov's family's signet ring. Don't make me laugh. Are you trying to say that I attempted to murder my own father? Do you even know? Everything has been personally testified by our father, the present Lord himself. What? When Igor uttered something shocking, I felt dizzy as if I'd been punched in the head. That's impossible. Mother anticipated that answer from you. Someone delivered this to Katie. Igor snapped his finger and one of the knights got off his horse to deliver a letter from Igor. It doesn't bear the family's signature, but this is certainly father's handwriting. Dear Ive, I discovered the truth of the incident recently. On God's name, I never expected my title to turn a person into the green-eyed monster. Now that the truth has been revealed, you need not complete your coming-of-age ceremony to become the heir. I've given my orders to the knights. I would appreciate it if you return to the castle without any resistance. Your rights to the succession will be removed should you refuse to return within 1 week of receiving this letter. The drops of ink smeared across the page proved father had struggled to finish writing this. I gently folded the letter and put it in my pocket. When did father awaken? Around 2 weeks ago. Lord Ivanov said he pretended to be unconscious in order to trick Romanov into believing he was still powerless. I don't think he's making this up. Now, do you realize what kind of trouble you're in? I silently drew my rapier. I've always wished for the opportunity to stitch your mouth closed. I suppose the time has finally come. Are you going to fight all these knights by yourself? Don't waste your energy trying to do the impossible. Igor arrogantly gestured towards his entourage. Perhaps if I tame you now, you quiet down and learn how to be a proper housewife. The knights marched forward, grasping the hilts of their swords. However, they were reluctant to draw their weapon because all of them taking on one swordswoman alone went against chivalry. I won't hold that against you. I know you're only following my father's orders. You, over there, draw your sword. The knight I pointed at dismounted his horse and drew his weapon. Please, allow us to escort you back to the castle peacefully. Oh? You think you can best me? This will be different from my usual training sessions. The knight sighed and raided his stance. His moment of hesitance passed in the blink of an eye. His sword turned into an aggressive fang. Here he comes. The way he speaks to me tells me that he's... Oh damn. Father's knight? Father's knight, Melissa's assassin? I mean, he wanted to do this peacefully, right? I would say he's the father's knight, right? No? 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 I would say his father's knight. Unquestionably my father's knight. I should incapacitate him. Though I was better in terms of technique, the knight had the overwhelming physical advantage because he was taller and had longer arms. However, he wasn't told to bring me back dead. This gave him an extra challenge. He aimed for my wrist. It was an attempt to disarm me by forcing me to drop my weapon, but I'm not so foolish as to let that happen. I dodged the first attack and briskly struck my rapier at his oblique. When my opponent avoided my attack, he created an opening to tenaciously retaliate with his sword. He has good concentration, meaning he's weak to surprises. Time to play a trick on him. I purposely let go of my rapier, spun half a turn, then kicked my rapier towards the sky. How do you do that? I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine. Like, so what? It's like it happened so fast. The rapier didn't even have time to like land. Like I don't know. I don't know. What in the sword flew aimlessly through the air. It only took a few seconds for my opponent to react, but it was more than long enough to decide the match. I thought, as my rapier stopped in front of his neck. How naive of you. As you said, this was no training session. I surrender. The knight put his sword into his sheath and quietly stepped back. Another knight stepped forward. You won't last long. Surrender while we're still feeling generous. Try me. Where are your manners? The knight adjusted his grip on the sword while clicking his tongue. Here he comes. Judging from the way he spoke, this knight must be under my father as well, an assassin sent by Melissa. Obviously an assassin. This dude had no respect. No respect. Obviously, an assassin sent by Melissa. Like, I feel like that sounds right. If I were Melissa, I would have hidden an assassin amongst the knights. Judging from his rude attitude, it must be him. As anticipated, the assassin attacked me with moves that wouldn't be taught in knight training. I quickly ducked to avoid his blow and went straight for his leg. Ugh. The wounded assassin regained his composure. With a menacing expression, he drew a dagger that had been hidden below his wrist armor. I can't let that dragon nick me. A strike to his dagger forced him to drop the weapon. I immediately subdued him and pulled his helmet off. The knights around me gasped. You don't know him, do you? Neither do I. Father wouldn't have ordered you to kill me. Am I wrong? I shoved a piece of cloth in the assassin's mouth to stop him from attempting to end his own life. This is strange. The knights finally realized that somebody had hidden an assassin amongst them. They turned away from me and pointed their swords at Igor. Let Romanov go while I still have the patience. Oh, the tables have turned. Chapter 7, Cacography. Oh, this is getting interesting. Nice, nice, nice. Igor, feeling cornered, pulled his long sword off his sheath and pressed the blade against Romanov's neck. Damn you! Don't come any closer! You must have guts if you hadn't surrendered yet, I'll give you that. My rapier pierced through Igor's shoulder. Ah! I put Romanov closer to me and cut the rope that bound him, ignoring Igor's pained screams. Romanov accepted the dagger from me and used it to threaten Igor to be quiet. Wait here while I prepare for our journey. I walked into the tower. Romanov and Igor trailed along as well. When I met with Alexis inside the tower, he immediately examined my body for wounds.
Are you hurt?
Not a single scratch. Quite literally. Igor forgot about the situation he was in and flipped out the moment he noticed Alexis standing beside me. Who is this scoundrel? Were you with another man without telling? Romanov. On it, my lady. Romanov skillfully muffled Igor's mouth. I beg your pardon, sir. How shall I address you?
I'm Alexis Yevgenyk Strelnikov.
Still can't pronounce that. What an impressive name. Please, call me Romanov.
Pleased to meet you, Romanov.
I ordered Romanov to throw Igor into the shed while I waited in the living room with Alexis. Romanov returned shortly thereafter. Alexis has been living in the tower since before I arrived. He probably didn't know it even had an owner, as the place was deserted for quite a long time. I would believe it. I had all but forgotten this property as well until you mentioned the coming of age ceremony, my lady. Romanov, how did my father look when you last saw him? As young Master Igor said, the Lord was, in fact, unconscious the last time I saw him. Could it be possible that he only wakes up when that woman is around? I doubt it. Since I attended to him during the daytime, he must have woken up during the nighttime. However, the Lord would have had no reason not to tell me if he were, in fact, conscious. I took the letter off my coat. Since Romanov is with me, let's double check the letter. Something is off about this. I feel like I mean she did say like it was his writing, you know, it was her father's writing. But I guess the envelope was missing the wax seal. I mean, if like it was something as serious as, you know, incriminating your own daughter, I would imagine it would be like super official, right? Right? And the fact that the envelope is missing a wax seal bothers me. Romanov nodded in agreement. I concur. The envelope may be lacking a seal since you have possession of the signet ring. Nonetheless, Lord Ivanov wouldn't have sent a letter that did not bear his signature. Indeed, there's the risk the letter might have been altered otherwise. The Lord handles every matter with the utmost caution. The chance that he forgot to write his own signature would be very low. I haven't found a proper piece of evidence yet. I must think harder. What's odd about this letter? Yeah. Whoa. Does he call? I mean, I've never met the father. Does he call us Ive? I discovered the truth of the incident recently. On God's name, I never expected my title to turn person into a Green Knight monster. I've given my orders to the knight. I appreciate if you return to the castle without any resistance. Where is that? What? I'm guessing it's this? Let's try. I point out the line that seems strange. Romanov examined carefully, then replied, "This is certainly strange. Lord Ivanov would never use a nickname in writing unless it were a personal letter." That's correct. He once explained to me that it was to prevent any confusion between those who might use the same nickname, and also to remain formal in the presence of others. Though the letter was written in my father's handwriting, the missing wax seal and the use of my nickname tells me that this is fake. Romanov agreed with my conclusion. The problem is the handwriting. How can my father write if he's unconscious? There is a theory that comes into my mind. As you are well aware, I have been serving the people of the castle even before you were born, my lady. Before the present lord held his title, he had illegible handwriting. He did? Romanov gently laughed, reminiscing about the past. You wouldn't believe it nowadays. His handwriting was so bad that at one point, his love letter was sent to the wrong person. Rumor has it that many young ladies sat together that day in order to decrypt the letter that the Lord has sent out. I never heard of such an incident. Due to his poor handwriting, Lord Ivanov ran into many issues, some small, some large. In the end, the previous Lord became frustrated and sent the present Lord Ivanov to the Winter Tower. I see. So that's why he's always emphasized the importance of having good manners and neat handwriting. Yes. Back then, the Lord was in love with a certain young lady. He told me he felt like dying when they were separated. What happened to them?
Before you spill the jelly beans, would you like a cup of tea?
I didn't know when he got there, but Alexis appeared with hot tea and meringue cookies. I didn't know when he got there, but offer Romanov the meringue cookies. Having cookies will interrupt our serious discussion. I should forget about them for now. I mean, cookies, it's okay, unless they're like the prank cookies, you know, the one that tastes bad. Then I'm sure he won't do that to a guest, right? Alexis baked these cookies himself. Give them a try. Romanov accepted my offer and I naively grabbed the meringue cookie. Okay, it is the prank cookies. A few seconds later, he coughed vigorously. This has a very unique flavor. So this is how you feel. I wanted to laugh out loud, but I held back in order to preserve Romanov's dignity. Alexis didn't say anything, but I could tell he was laughing on the inside. Romanov continued speaking after subtly pushing the tray back towards Alexis. When people are separated, their hearts follow as well. Moreover, his poor handwriting never quite delivered his message accurately. When it became impossible for him to meet with his lover, the fire in his heart gradually died out. He soon became tired of practicing his handwriting. He was frustrated when he realized there was no improvement. Instead, he opted to spend more time in the woods, trotting around with his horse. Then one day, Lord Ivanov found a woman lost in the woods. Oh, is this the dad's backstory? Oh my god. So that's how the dad looked when he was younger. Amongst the white birch trees, her raven hair made her look like a fairy straight out of a storybook. Wait, was she? Yes. This is where the law met Madame Ivanova, whereafter she would eventually pass away after giving birth to you. I understand that you didn't know the entire story. The Lord has always been reluctant to share stories about her with you. He simply told me they met by chance while my father was out for a walk. I had no idea they met here. He quickly fell in love with the fair lady who looked mysterious enough to be a fairy. He told me that if his first love was a campfire, this one was a fierce blaze strong enough to raise a field. Alexis listened attentively, nodding at Romanov. It was Madame Ivanova who helped the Lord improve his poor handwriting. She advised him not to change his handwriting itself, but to draw the letters. Did that solve his problems? Surprisingly, it did. That new point of view made his handwriting, which resembled chicken scratch, much more organized. That means that my father hasn't been writing, but drawing. A perfect copy of the alphabet, that is. Romanov sipped at his tea to moisten his throat. I became the Chamberlain 10 years ago, so I could not compare the handwriting of the present Lord to the previous Lord. At first, I assumed he was copying the letters from books. Reading this letter has made me suspect otherwise, however. What if Lord Ivanov perfectly replicated the handwriting of his father? Oh, I see where this is going. Yes, I believe this letter may have been written by the former Lord. Every heritage Ivanov family is granted the nickname Ive, which is shortened form of Ivanov regardless of their gender. My father calls me both Kate and Ive. He surely inherited the habit from his father. I read the letter once again. What was the incident mentioned in the letter then? It was nothing unusual. You are aware that the present Lord was the second-born son, correct? Yes. The third son always envied his eldest brother. He thought himself qualified to become the heir. Thus, he refused to accept that he wasn't considered for the title simply because he was born after his elder brother. The third son despised the situation he was in and framed Lord Ivanov for poisoning him. He put forth your father's personal letters as evidence, and his illegible handwriting made him a suspect. The enraged previous lord sent the present lord away to the Winter Tower. With less competition, the third son began to try to impress the previous lord. However, their father was disinterested in allowing the third son to compete for the position of heir. Having felt intimidated, the third young master killed his elder brother, disguised it as an accident, and framed up his younger sister for the crime. That was the wrong decision to make because the previous lord favored his first son. Your father was only faced with banishment. His younger brother, on the other hand, was executed in the same way he had killed their elder brother. The younger sister went into shock due to this and hurriedly left the castle after getting married. What a tragedy. Oh my god, this family is crazy. I figured the family history couldn't be as perfect as it seemed. I can understand why my father was reluctant to talk about his youth. This is also the reason the Lord hasn't announced his final decision on the next heir, because he's worried that Igor and I will end up like he and his siblings did. As you say, he witnessed firsthand what a person is capable of in the name of greed. I simply thought he was trying to respect my independence. That might have been partly the reason too. At the end of the day, you are left with more choices because young Master Igor is here. I put the letter back into my pocket. My job here is done. I shall return to the castle. Siren might hold my father hostage. I should make use of Igor to the best of my advantage. Romanov will arrive at the castle in no longer than 5 days. We won't be taking any breaks, so provide the knights with as many supplies from the basement as needed. Yes, my my lady. It's time to decide. Oh my gosh. I got goosebumps, man, goosebumps. From all this, like, oh gosh. So we are here with... We have to make a choice again. Offer to bring Alexis to the castle as well. Don't make him an offer. But didn't we say... I mean, from the start, right? We were like... We did promise him to take care of him. I mean, even though it's wartime right now. I mean, it's like a... It's more of like an internal family thing, you know, like a... You know... I don't know. I feel like maybe we should ask. We should at least ask, right? That's nice. As you may have heard already, Alexis, I will be returning to the castle now. What would you like to do? I may not understand your situation, but we have knights to guard us. If anything goes wrong, I will be there to protect you as well. You won't have to fear for your safety.
Will you become Lord Ivanova after all of this is done?
It's a little sooner than expected, but I suppose so. If you don't have any particular reason to stay here, Alexis, would you like to come with me? This particular moment felt more unnerving than when I had to fight the knights by myself. Alexis smiled at my offer.
All right, my lady.
Oh, he's coming with us. Okay. Chapter 8, Promise. I wonder how many chapters are there. Till now we still have not gotten an ending. I mean, we got like really early on, like 1 hour into the stream, we had the bad ending. Because we didn't accept his we didn't like promise to like protect him, you know, to take care of him, and so we had the homelessness bad ending because we couldn't get into the tower. So we had to leave, right? But then like we were too ashamed to go back home without achieving anything, so like we became a wanderer, which is, you know, homelessness. But until now, we still have not achieved another ending, so I'm guessing we are on the correct path, I would say. With Igor under my control, we reached the castle after 5 sleepless nights. Though I was away for barely 3 months, it felt like it had been an entire year. Open the gates! I boldly marched through the main gates and adjusted my attire. Sneaking in through the back door was for criminals. Criminals like Siren, who eagerly awaited her son's return. She was dressed to the nines to greet her son, but when she saw me leading the knights instead, she visibly flinched. I'm relieved she didn't hold father hostage. I won't allow you to escape. I ordered the knights to catch her. Ekaterina, how dare you walk in through the... What's there for me to fear? This is my home. The knights tossed the steel-bound assassin before our eyes. Melissa became pale when she recognized his face. Your son has confessed to his crimes already. I suggest you do the same. This is our dirty setup. This was all part of your plan from the beginning. You've always envied Igor. You just couldn't accept the fact he would become the rightful heir, could you? It's time you woke up. Igor is not there. I am. Like mother, like daughter. You don't care about the pain you cause to those around you. Now she's just rattling off whoever comes to mind. Melissa questioned me with pale, trembling lips. What did you do to Igor? You didn't kill him, did you? Who knows? The answer to that question depends upon your actions. He won't remain in one piece for long if you continue to deny the truth and throw baseless accusations at me. Melissa found herself in a serious dilemma. I admit to everything. It was all my doing. Lock her up in the dungeon. Igor as well. Don't lay a finger on Igor. He doesn't know about any of this. Are you telling me he's innocent? That he only did what you told him to do? Don't make me laugh. Being that ignorant would be a crime on its own. No. Who in the world is that? This is Igor's mother and our father's second wife. Yep. This is the, there's always like the bad stepmother, right? Yep, this is the bad stepmother. You're the criminal. Just wait and see. Igor will punish you thoroughly. Lock them up separately. I will take my revenge. I will make you suffer for all of this. She definitely looks like one, yeah. Like they did not try to make her look like a nice, gentle mother, She definitely looked the part. I had no patience to sit and listen to some crazy woman complain. I returned to the castle after locking up the mother and son pair in the dungeon. It took less than half a day for the chaos to settle down. Romanov was with my father, as the unconscious man still needed care. After dinner, a maid brought us a tray of various sweets. Had I just imagined it, or were Alexis's sparkling eyes never so bright as when they look upon those sweets? Help yourself, we got so many that you grow sick of them. Alexis took small bites of the soft cakes.
This is delicious.
I'm glad you like it. Though I did not bake them myself. Still, I could argue that I indirectly made it because this castle was mine. I feel a little empty inside now that it's all over.
Is that so? I'm just glad that you weren't hurt.
Alexis smiled blissfully. I lightened up the room. Could this be the feeling? Could this be the feeling that my father felt when he met my mother? Alexis, will you? If you're not waiting for someone else. Whoa, what is this? Will you marry me? Whoa, that's fast. Like, 3 months? Like, whoa, that's fast. Is that? Well, I couldn't say the words. It would have been too embarrassing to say it casually. I should probably tell Romanov to set a date for the perfect proposal. It can wait, since time is on my side.
Something's not right.
I thought to myself while I watched Alexis cut another piece of cake for himself, but then he started to spasm. Alexis! He dropped to the floor like a puppet whose strings had been cut. Romanov immediately brought a doctor to check on Alexis's condition. I'm afraid he's been poisoned. By who? My lady, there is only one person who would do such a thing. Melissa. Was this what she meant when she said she'd get her revenge? I shouldn't have let my guard down. I won't let her get away with this. Alexis moaned and gasped as if he would breathe his last at any moment. We need the antidote, now. He won't survive much longer like this. Oh my god! Melissa laughed hysterically the moment she saw me enter the dungeon. Her lunatic cacophony echoed without end. Oh gosh, I can't do that laugh. Even Igor was shocked, speechless by his mother's demeanor. She's gone insane. Making a deal with her would be pointless. I ignored him for the moment and waited until Melissa stopped laughing. After her moment of hysteria ended, she panted for breath. What do you want? That face of yours. I want to see that face of yours oh so dearly. Melissa clasped her hands around the cell's bars and whispered, "You took what belonged to me." While he was away for that short period of time, those short 6 months. What are you talking about? You became so cocky after teaching him a few letters. I could have done that too, you know. Back then, the Lord was in love with a certain young lady. He told me he felt like dying when they were separated. I read all of it. I saw all of it. I'm the only one who can truly understand his feelings. This castle, this power, they were supposed to belong to me. Who are you to barge in and steal them from me? Unless I was living in a fantasy world where my father had never met my mother. Was that why you sent me poison? Yes. Since you took what was mine, isn't it only fair that I take what's yours in exchange? Just as your father brought a woman back when he returned from the tower, you brought a man along. What's the antidote? I neither know nor care. I ordered the servants to use everything at their disposal. For all I care, they may have mixed poisons. This is the worst case scenario. I got out of the dungeon because it wasn't worth my time to listen any further. It was Melissa's housemaid who had poisoned the food. She had already killed herself, knowing we would come after her. Though we dug through her belongings and found the poison that we used, we had yet to uncover its exact composition. I laid Alexis on the bed next to my father's and prayed that he would hold on until an antidote was made. I chuckled at myself. It wasn't so long ago that I promised I would protect Alexis. Now, all I could do was pray. If I had taken a bite of the dessert first, I would have realized it. Alexis simply ate whatever I offered him without a hint of caution. How can you be so naive? He was just like the elves. I half expected him to wake at any moment and gobble down all the desserts in the castle. Him dying didn't even seem like a possibility. Romanov stopped by after changing my father's bedsheets. My lady, do you remember this book by any chance? I do. It was my favorite book when I was a little girl. The cover had a drawing of a small yet brave young warrior. I read this to you a few times over the years. Do you remember the name of the protagonist? I think it was Alex? Yes. Well, his full name was Alexis Yevgenich. Oh my god! What? Is it oh wait, what did you say? I opened the book to confirm the name. It was indeed Alexis Yevgenich Dragonikov. It isn't a common name. Isn't it surprising that the name of this man is identical to that of your favorite childhood character? It must be a coincidence. I recall something else from your childhood about an elvish friend you often described. I did? It was a long time ago. You stopped mentioning him after you began your education. I hope he recovers like the brave boy in the storybook. Oh my god. I'm gonna head to bed, Gaia. I feel incredibly sick. Worse, I felt so far. Enjoy the stream regardless. Oh no. Oh no, are you okay? I mean, I guess you're not okay. But thank you so much for dropping by, Jumpman. Thank you. I hope you get better soon, you know. I hope, like, you know, drink plenty of fluids. You know, sleep a lot. Make sure to, like, stay warm, you know. Yeah, stay warm. Very important. But thank you so much for dropping by, Jumpman. I hope you get better soon. I know you've been, like, not feeling the best for, like, quite some time already. I hope everything, you know, I hope you heal, you know. Thank you so much for dropping by, though. Thank you. I hope to see you soon. Gaia. Oyasumi nasaimasu. Goodbye, good night. I hope you have sweet dreams. I hope you recover soon. Okay? Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye, Jumpman. Romanov handed me the book, then continued on to change Alexis's bedsheet. My father regained consciousness after 4 more days. After hearing what had happened over the past couple of months, he granted the 2 people in the dungeon the death sentence. Melissa claimed her innocence until the very end. Fortunately, the antidote was ready soon enough and Alexis's condition was alleviated. Although he wasn't poisoned anymore, he remained asleep. What was more, he grew stone-like, like an elf without a hat. Seeing Alexis in this state, I flashed back to a conversation that he and I had.
It's as you suspect. Hats are like an elf's heart, and without it, he'll gradually cease to move.
What happens if they completely stop moving?
He will fall into an eternal sleep. At that point, he won't come back, even if his hat is returned.
The doctor said there was no cure for these symptoms. Praying was once again my only option. If Alexis were an elf, I could return his hat before he ceased moving completely, but Alexis wasn't an elf. I had never even seen him wear a hat. What if his hat was the tower? No. He hasn't changed a bit since we first met. My only source of comfort was spending time with the elves that came out of the chimney at night while everyone else was asleep. They piled out sweets on the bed and played music to show how much they cared for Alexis. Everyone is waiting for you, Alexis. Now's not the time to be lost in dreamland. Kate, the tiny elf that had me pranked before, gave me a sweet. I accepted his gift and gave him a tight hug to thank him. Holding the warm baby elf like a teddy bear gave me a sense of deja vu. I recall something else from your childhood about an elvish friend you often described. Since elves can travel through chimneys to any place they want, perhaps I ran into one of them in the castle. Though I can't remember the friend clearly because it was so long ago. He would have been bigger than you. I tried my best to jog my memory while I patted the baby elf.
To the very core, elves love sweets, pranks, and...
It was something that Alexis had once told me. Wait, no, it wasn't. As if lightning had struck me, something flashed through the crevices of my memory.
To the very core, elves love sweets, pranks, and...
Alexis.
Making promises.
Making promises? Oh my gosh. I'm like... goosebumps, man. Hello Gaia, I woke up from my cries and it's 2 AM and here for the usual. Oh no. Wow, you wake up fast. I feel like if after like I cry, I would just knock out, you know. But welcome back to the stream, poor meal. Welcome, welcome. I hope, you know, I hope you're okay. But welcome back in, you know, welcome back in. Chapter 9, Old Memories. Yes, good night, Jumpman. It was a long, long time ago. Well, before I started my education and training. I would sometimes play hide and seek with Romanov. I would roam around the castles wearing a snow-white hat and coat. Romanov always found me no matter where I hid. So I hid even further out to lose Romanov. I snuck into more secluded and remote places by the day. It was between the crates in an abandoned storage shed that I met a little elf who was shaking in fear in the corner. Having realized that he was discovered, he froze on the spot. Yes, hello again. No more tears, you can cry out, so yeah, oh no. It's okay, you know. Like, make sure to hydrate, you know. Like, you know, crying makes you lose like a lot of water in your body, right? Right? So make sure to stay hydrated. Hi, are you playing hide and seek too? Are you sick or cold?
Huh?
Come here, I can warm you up. I simply assumed that the elf with the reddened face was sick. I gave him, who was desperately shaking his head, a tight squeeze. Oh my god. Is this baby Alex? Oh my god, so cute. Little elf. Oh. Ah, so cute. Oh my god, I think my heart just bursted out of my like chest, bro. Like, bro, I've never seen something more cute, more adorable. Oh my god. I need that wallpaper. Okay, I'm gonna make it my laptop wallpaper or something, man. I need it. Oh my god. Does your heart hurt? Romanov says it's not good to have a fast beating heart. My mommy passed away because her heart was weak. I'm Ekaterina Ivanova. What's your name?
I...
The elf was breathless, so he stuttered.
have no name.
Then, what if I call you Alexis? Alexis Yevgeny Stranikov. He's the hero in my favorite book.
Alexis Yevgeny Strelnikov. Alexis.
The elf repeated his newly given name to commit it to memory. Oh no, Romanov is here. I need to go hide somewhere else. Bye. I ran out of the shed where I heard Romanov's footsteps. A few days later, the elf peeped out from the small fireplace in my bedroom. He had grown a few inches taller since I last met him. He greeted me with rosy cheeks.
Hi, Ekaterina.
Hi, Alexis. Alexis' ears and cheeks dyed red when he heard his name spoken. Do you have a cold?
I'm not sick.
Alexis handed me a piece of chocolate. Chocolate is bad for your teeth.
Not these ones.
That chocolate had the loveliest and richest flavor of all the sweets I've ever had. This is delicious.
If you really like it, I can make more sweets for you anytime you want.
Alexis blushed all the way down to his neck when he saw me smile. Oh, that's so cute. I will take care, Gaia. Thank you. Of course. Take care, you know. Gotta head out. Have a good one. Thank you for the alert, Bonsoir. Stay safe, you know. Stay safe. Thank you so much for dropping by. I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye. Yeah, stay safe, you know. Make sure to dress warmly. Right? Yes. Stay safe. Thank you so much for dropping by again. Bye-bye, Bonsoir. Bye-bye. He returned it with a shy grin of his own. The elf continued to show up every now and then. Eventually, he became more talkative. He would sometimes ask me questions that I wouldn't understand or tell me fun facts about elves.
To the very core, elves love sweets, pranks, and making promises. An elf can do these things thanks to their hat. Without it, they're powerless.
Promises were sacred to elves. He told me that keeping promises was as important to them as their hats.
Kate? Do you know what it means when you give an elf a name?
No. What?
It means that you'll become their master.
Romanov told me that everything in this castle belongs to my daddy, and I'm his daughter. What belongs to my daddy will become mine someday. Since you're in my castle, I suppose you could say that you're mine too. The elf grew serious and questioned me.
Are you the master of this castle right now?
No. They still call me young lord.
If I accept you as my master, will you promise me one thing?
What is it?
My hat is the most important thing I own. I'll give it to you. But in exchange, will you give me yours?
Okay. Oh my god. I hope you're having fun. Yeah, man. Like, whoa, this otome game, this visual novel dating, like, this is pretty serious. It's getting pretty interesting. But thank you for redeeming care package for me. Okay, drink water. Sit straight and stretch. Gaia likes I see. Yeah. Thank you for redeeming care package.
You can't forget. If you become the master of this castle and forget our promise, I'll vanish.
I promise to remember. Soon thereafter, I started my education and sword training. People flirted around me. The elf visited me less and less often. The elf, as well as the promise, became fragmented and lost in my memory. Oh my god. He gave us his hat? How is he still like... It's probably been like 12 years or something. How is he still alive? Oh my gosh. Hey Aaron, thank you for redeeming posture check, hydrate, and stretch. God care for your fave comfort streamer. Thank you for the hit pad for meal. Okay, I will hydrate, stretch, and posture check again. Okay, hydrate, sit straight, and stretch. Blah. Oh. Yeah. Thank you, AA Ron, for the posture check, hydrate, and stretch. Me give hit pads to lovely Gaia. Thank you for the hit pads. But now I remembered everything. To elves, their hat was their root of power, life, and heart. Because I had forgotten our promise, because I had turned away from him. Alexis was dying slowly and quietly. An elf's hat means his life. My hat is... I don't know. The ring of the Ivanov family? My rapier? I don't know. I don't know. Damn, I don't know. Not gonna lie, I never played an otome game. That's fine. Okay. I don't know. Maybe we might make the wrong choice. I don't know. I'm scared. But I feel like what we want is the ring, right? What we've always like cherished was the ring, no? I don't know, man. You know, like I think otome games are pretty nice. Like, you know, it might be like, you know, like some people might think it's like too girly or anything, but like, hey, it's fun, you know. I'm guessing it's a ring. Alexis, though I may be late, I'm ready to make good on my promise. I'll give you my hat, and you will give me yours in exchange. If an elf's soul was their hat, mine was my family ring. I put the blue sapphire ring off my index finger and wrapped Alexis' hand around it. A faint blue glow emanated from Alexis' chest. Could Alexis' hat be? Oh my gosh. Oh. What is it? Oh, this beautiful man. I want the man, the ring, and then the what? I mean, what? Look at the time on the wall. I left my refrigerator on the gas. What is that? Is that a copy pasta? Huh? I touched frosty crystals with the tip of my finger. The crystal magically turned into a beautiful ring. Alexis's heart. He'll die if I don't grant him a new one. I firmly pressed my blue sapphire ring onto Alexis's chest. The blue sapphire melted away. It smeared into his chest like melting snow. Soon Alexis was consumed by dazzling rays of light. You can do it, Alexis. Alexis! The elves rushed out from the chimney and gathered around Alexis. Ba-bum. Ba-bum. I pressed an ear against his chest, listening to his rhythmic heartbeat. I gently caressed Alexis's cheeks as I watched them return to their original color. On your feet, lazy bones. The lady herself has come to wake you up. I came up with it. That's so weird. I mean, pretty good, not gonna lie. My god, look at them, they're in love, oh god. My dear elf slowly opened his eyes and greeted me with a drowsy voice.
Good morning, Ekaterina. My lady.
Wow, I feel so wow, nice. Finn! That's how it ended? Huh? Nani? Thank God it comes natural for me. Yeah, that's what like big brain people can do. Oh my gosh, it ended. The Winter Tower. Oh, wow, that's really nice. Like, thank you for playing. Man, thank you for developing this game, man. That's crazy. Holy. That was it though? Why is the music so sad? The music so sad. Okay, let me look very nice. Yeah, like whoa. Under like, do they tell us like a side story? Also, it pretty much unlocked everything. Is that it? Oh my god, look at this. So cute. So that's him. That's Alexis when he was like a baby. Oh my god. Can't believe they grow so tall though. There's a side story? Is it like DLC? Yeah, so cute. Recent house. Thank you. Yeah, so cute. Ah, like. Oh, this one, the mat. Yeah, these are the little elves. Look at them. Oh my god, look at them. And there's the baby elf. And we like, you know, carried the little baby elf. Oh my god, look at this. Look at this. Is it? I want to save it. I need to save it. Okay, let me I'll BRB. Give me a minute. I need to refill my water bottle. That's so cute, right? That's so cute. But yeah, I'll BRB. Okay, I'll BRB. Hello, I've returned. But yeah, man, like, damn, this shit was cute. Let me look at their Steam page. There's 9 achievements. There's still like quite a lot of locked achievements. The Forgotten Ring. I forgot to bring the ring from the castle. Then that would be a bad ending, right? Hungry wolf. How is that an achievement? And it's mean we would have like, we would have died. We have died. Like all these would have died. Oh my god. Succeeded the law of the house. Did we not? How did we not become the lord? After all that. Welcome back. Thank you. Cuteness overload for real. Yeah, so, interesting. Interesting. I wonder what are the like side stories. Let me see. Let me take a look see. Oh, there is DLC? There is? Oh, there is. It's like 38 ringgit. Never mind. But yeah, there is DLC. I'm guessing it's for the 2 side stories, you know. That's crazy. That's crazy. No, yeah, man. Like, maybe I'll just wait for it to go on sales or something. Hello, Mr. Cow. The black. Why are you licking? Why are you licking us? Black. I mean, I have a little bit of time right now, so so this one, I guess I'll do the other option because apparently it also it grants us an achievement. Apparently, that's my rapier. Give you my hat. If an asshole was their hat, mine was the rapier my father had given me. I drew the rapier from my strap and placed it in Alexis's hands. Nothing's happening. I put the rapier in his hand again, but nothing changed. Just like that, Alexis's eyes remained shut forevermore, hidden away in the corner of the castle. No matter how much regret I felt, it could not bring the dead back to life. If only I had known how to save him. Bad ending, the meaningless power. that was another one. But then like the one where like we gave him the ring, right? Blah blah blah. La 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 la. What was that
Good morning,
ending?
Ekaterina, my lady.
Oh, it just ended like that. It didn't. Yeah, it just says Fin, like Fin. It didn't say like, oh, true ending, good ending. It just finished. So what? What? Do they only say like what the bad endings are? Yeah, this was very nice. No true endings and such. RDK. Like the ending we got, like it just says Fin. It's like, okay, is that the ending of the ending? Like, is that the true ending? No, that's not. Then is that the happy ending? Right? He woke up, you know, like exchange of hearts, like he gave us his heart, so we gave him our hearts, like, right? No. Oh my gosh. No, like normal ending where like, you know, everyone like just went their own way. It's the Fin ending. For real. It's the Fin ending. What does this mean? What does this mean? Okay, this is interesting, I guess. Okay, apparently there are like quite a lot of other achievements we can get. But like it's all just like, you know, they're all just, what do you call it? Repeat, like, I mean, unless you want to see me just like noom through the game, you know, you get the other achievements. they grown fins and turn into sirens. Oh my god, right. You know how like the stepmother, they call like she calls her siren, you know? Oh my god. Oh my god. Turns out it's all connected, you know, like we've connected the dots, people. We didn't connect shit, no, we connected the dots. I think it would be nice to watch. Thank you, thank you. But I'm not sure if I'll stream, like, I'm not sure if I'll stream tomorrow actually. Should I stream tomorrow? I'll be streaming on Saturday, around like 11 p.m. so that we can, you know, stream into the New Year's, right? But yeah, that's what I'll do. That's the plan. And for that stream, we'll be designing a new outfit. So I'll let you guys like pick and choose, you know. You guys can choose what kind of hairstyle, hair color, you know, like anything, right? Like the clothes, you know. Yeah, I'll let you guys pick. So if you guys are, you know, indecisive, then we'll be here for a very long time. New outfit, hell yeah, yeah. It's probably gonna be really hard. I'm probably gonna what do you call it? Struggle. But yeah, we will be hopefully. Like I hope, you know, like we will be able to finish the new outfit on that stream. Oh, good morning, B. Hello, hello. Otome, yeah, it's a visual novel, a romance visual novel. Oh well, I call it an otome game, you know? Otome game. But yeah, we just finished it. We got the ending. We got the ending, yes. We got two bad endings and like one like I don't know, I would just say it's a true ending because it just says like fin, you know, instead of being like oh good ending or like normal ending. But this is amazing. Look at this, please. Look at this. Like burn it into your eyeballs. This is the greatest thing ever. For real. Not gonna lie, no cap, okay? It's so cute. It's so cute. It is so cute. Yeah, right, look at that. Oh, just makes your morning like so much better, like, you know, whatever time zone you're in. It's just great, man. Like, look at this. How can you not? It's a great game, okay? Just from this illustration alone, I give it a 10 out of 10, okay? 11 out of 10, honestly. Like, this, the elves were adorable. The story was quite nice, actually. Like I don't know, like, I don't think I would say like it's like oh super cliche or anything, but like I think it's like pretty good actually. Like maybe I just don't expect much, but like it was quite unexpected. Like, I didn't think the story would go in like such a direction, you know. But yeah, it's very interesting, very nice. Yes, much cute. I agree, 10 out of 10. Yes. Cliche can be good, it can, but like I wasn't expecting, like, you know, I'm not expecting the story to be like this, you know. So that was very nice. It was very desu. This is like this is us, the protagonist, right? And this is the I'm guessing like the love interest. There's only one love interest in this game, which is very surprising. But I guess it's not really an otome game. It really is like a visual novel kind of game. But yeah, this dude is the, I'm guessing, the love interest, you know. Yeah, it's a very wholesome, very cute game. You know, it's like, damn, like, just wholesome, man. He has such a big hat, like, it's so small, like, oh, bless the artists, the developers, the programmers. There's a visual novel, yeah. It's not, I thought it would be like more of an otome game, but like there's only one love interest. So yeah. Oh my gosh, is Twitter down on my PC on the website? Hello Kiss. Oh, welcome back to the stream. We finished the game. I mean, there's still like quite a few achievements we can get, but technically we finished the game. I'm not surprised if it is. I don't know, I literally can't like view Twitter on my PC. But apparently it's okay on like mobile though. Ow. My foot. Wait, so I guess like the title like is pretty clickbaity, right? Just popping back in before I actually leave. Thank you for streaming. Thank you for being here. Thank you for like, you know, dropping by again. Thank you, bonsoir. I hope you had a good time watching me play this visual novel. Thank you. Twitter seems to be down on desktop. Ah, okay. I see. Twitter, damn, that's rough. I was just listening the whole time I was on Overwatch. Did you enjoy the story? I mean, I tried to narrate it as best as I can. I mean, I really don't have much like vocal range, like I don't know. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the story. It's running on a skeleton's crew. Oh, not good then. Well, you know, it'd be like that. Gaia stream always lovely. Thank you for the head pad as well. Yes, thank you, bonsoir, for dropping back in, you know, like before you actually, you know, leave. Yes. Stay safe, you know. Don't look left and right before you cross the road, right? Make sure you have like everything on you, you know. Yes. Bye. Stay safe. Wow. I don't know if like you're actually like heading out. I think you said you were heading out, right? It would be very awkward if you weren't. But anyways, it's all good. This picture has too much cuteness for real. Exactly, for real. Maji. Like, I will make this my wallpaper. Nothing can stop me. For real. Yes. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the story. I will probably like be ending stream soon. You know, unless there's something I want to say. I don't think there's anything I want to say. I don't know the story, but the pure sweetness of this pig is taking me back to sleep. Yes, go back to sleep. Yeah, man, this was actually like a really fun game. Actually, like I don't know, like visual novels can be like, you know, like depending on like what kind of story it is. Like, you know, it's like all personal preference, but like this was really nice, honestly. The music is so sad though for some reason. But yeah. I can't got work on now. Okay. It's okay. I hope you get a lot of sleep when you know, after work, when you get back from work. Yes. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for dropping by. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, for spending your time with me, you know. Thank you to Francois for the 3 months. Can't believe it's been 3 months since we met. 3 months? For real? I think like we met during like October, was it? Because I was doing vtuber and I drew Sawahaya, right? Right? Yes, thank you for the 3 months. Thank you to Cozy Kohai for the raid. That's crazy. It's been like a really long time since I was raided, I think. But yes, thank you for the raid. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for trusting me with your community. Thank you Construct for the 100 bits. That's crazy. Oh, Sawa is your art sibling? Really? Damn, I didn't know her. Okay, now that you mention it, it makes sense. Now that you mention it, I see the art style, the like similarities of art styles. The similarity of your mom's art style. The eyes especially. Yeah man, makes oh my god. Sawa is gonna become my model mom. Oh damn, for real? Lovely stream, thank you. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much everyone for coming. Thank you to Kissbait for the follow. Thank you to Might Be Cactus for the follow. And thank you to everyone for like redeeming all the care packages and posture checks and hydrates and stretch. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. It's not Sawa. Gaia, you'll be my model mom. I mean, for the PNG, I guess. Technically. I mean, if I can get it done. If I can get it done, you know. Yeah, I really hope I get everyone's like, everyone's art pieces done. Oh my gosh. It's starting a new year and then I have to start working, so that means I have less time. Like, oh my gosh. Yeah, like, I guess I won't be drawing like, myself for quite some time as I try to get all the art pieces done. But yeah, no pressure, take as much time as you need. But you know, it's not a good, like, it's not good, right? You know, it makes people like question like, oh, you know, yeah, I want a giveaway, but where's the price, you know? It's not cool, you know. Don't fret, friend, I feel you. Thank you for being understanding, you know. But yeah, I will try to get it done, you know. I will try. And I will be finding someone to raid. I will probably be raiding Kosan Fox, since they're celebrating their, you know, 1 year with like a donathon, right? Don't take your time, don't get yourself burnt out. Don't worry guys, it's all good. Sunny is BRB. Yeah, I'm actually on their stream right now. Am I supposed to wait? I guess I'll just wait. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this game as much as I did. I really like this illustration. Like the artist, man, the artist did a really good job. The game artist did a really good job. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this game. You know, the storytelling and everything. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for like, you know, spending your time with me. I really appreciate it. Damn, it's almost been 4 hours. That's crazy. But yeah, I will be raiding Kosan Fox, who is doing their what do you call it? Their 1 year anniversary donathon, right? So yeah, please do give them plenty of love and support, you know. Yeah. 1 year anniversary. Yeah. That's crazy. 1 year anniversary. Yeah, okay, if you are a okay, wait, I think we can make like a custom message for her, right? What should we say? What should we say? What should we say? I was with Sunny for 1 year, not them. That's crazy. That's actually insane. They, them. Yeah, they, them. Did I say that? Did I not say they, them? I'm sweating, bro. Did I not say they, them? I'm pretty sure I tried. Did I not say they, them? You let a her slip out, really? Damn, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I love watching their streams. They're a great friend of mine. That's nice. That's nice. That's great. That's great. Okay, but for real, what rate message am I supposed to put in? Rate message. I don't know, man. Okay, you know what? Let's just do like the usual rate message, I guess. The Dryad helps the Sun Fox. I mean, it doesn't really much of like help, right? It's, I don't know, man. But you know, it's okay. We can just do the usual surprise visit from your virtual roommate. I've known about Sunny for a while, but have never checked out their stream. Oh no, but this is the time. This is the time. If you are a subscriber, you can use that one, and if you're a follower, you can use this one. I'll check it. Yeah, I still BRBing though, but it's all good. We can raid. We can raid, right? Okay, so we will be raiding Ko-san Fox. Okay. Thank you for stream. Thank you for coming. You know, I always say this, but I really do appreciate you guys spending your time with me. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for being here. I hope you guys join the raid. Please send them a lot of love and support. Okay, apparently they're back online now. But yeah, thank you so much for coming. Thank you, thank you. And I hope to see you soon. I'm Gaia. Thank you for coming. Bye 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 bye. Bye.